here on a Sunday night. A little technical difficulties. Gonna go ahead and give you guys an opportunity to join in on the live here. Something different. We're going vertical. Something I've been thinking about doing for quite some time, but again, we're gonna wait here for a second and give people an opportunity to join in on the live. I see 2 people in the chat right now. Just want to make sure that we're looking good. Yeah, San Fran 5 in the chat. Muhammad in the chat, what's going on? Just want to make sure we're sounding okay. What's going on, guys, on a Saturday night? Little technical difficulties there, bear with me, but hey, we're here, we're live, and in living color. What's going on? Just making sure here, double checking. We're looking good. We're sounding good. Little by little, I think we're getting everyone back in the chat. I had created a couple of the live streams, trying to get them going, but unfortunately, technical difficulties. But we got it going. We're back on. Want to make sure everything's all set up and copacetic. I've always wanted to do one of these vertical lives. It's something different, something similar to like how on TikTok, if you guys have seen those lives, a little bit of a different feel. We're so used to the whole desktop and then PC type of a setup, but being that it is different, Mondays traditionally we have our live streams where we talk about Monday Night Raw, we talk about the ongoing stuff in pro wrestling, and then on Thursdays we have like our specific topics that we have in mind. And on Sundays, I kind of wanted to give it a distinctive feel. My goal really is to give a distinctive feel for each live, whether it's, like I said, the Monday Night Raw post-show lives, the Thursday discussion topics. And you've noticed we didn't have a poll this weekend. I'll get to that in a moment and mention why there was no poll there. But on Sundays, it's usually like a little bit of a layback type of a day, a kickback. Sometimes I'm out gaming and might do a tier list here and there. But for this Sunday's live stream, we wanted to do something a little bit different and give it a little bit of a unique feel. So as we're waiting for people to join us here in the chat, appreciate Muhammad and San Fran 5 in there as always. Thank you so much. Muhammad says happy Sunday on a Sunday night. Hope you're doing well, man, as well as everyone else, and same with everyone here. Likewise, we hope you're doing well as well, my friend. San Fran 5 with a couple of yes. And Muhammad says, it's so wonderful to be here with you guys because it's going to be awesome. Appreciate the positivity as always. Appreciate always the anticipation and the hype that leads into these streams. Again, just something open-ended. Usually we're used to the PC setup, like I said, for those people who are joining us in the live here. If you're new to the live, of course, my name is Jose Ramos Jr. Odds are you're probably not new to the live. I mean, we've had a consistency in participation and an appearance of those who have been joining us in the lives. I would like to think that we are still growing, but with the amount of people that have consistently showed up for these lives, it's been a real dedicated crowd. The consistency's there, the support is there, the love is felt. So I appreciate that, man. PW101 in the chat there. What's going on, my friend? Appreciate you stopping by on a Sunday night, doing something different. I was just talking about it, how for these streams we have something of a little bit of a setup like a PC. I usually have it on my computer with my webcam, but I want to do something a little bit different. I see a lot of different formats when it comes to the live streams, so we wanted to give this one a go. And so far, so good. I think it looks okay. I have the live stream off to the side here, making sure it sounds all right. And so far, no complaints, which is always a good thing. But we leave it up to you guys on a Sunday night. Just finished watching the NBA All Star. We we just finished watching the All Star Game, a new format. Of course, NXT had a premium live event this past Saturday, Vengeance Day, which I thought was a solid show. AEW had another show as well, Grand Slam. Grand Slam was there as well. I see we have a new one in the chat here. It looks like it's anonymous bubble smeller. Hey, what a freaking username! He says hello. What's going on? But yeah, a very, I would say, highly anticipated weekend. I just had to tell someone I'm really excited because I just bought my first car. Hey, right on! Congrats on that. Buying your first car. That's exciting, man. I'm happy for you. So excited that I just had to tell someone I'm really excited because I just bought my first car. Hey, congrats. That's awesome. That's a big step. You know, certainly in terms of responsibility, I know when I bought my first car, it felt like quite the accomplishment. So hey, congrats to you. Hopefully you have that car for many years and it treats you well. PW 101 is definitely a solid show, except that BS. Oh, the faction, yeah, that they're trying to lay on us. I don't know, man. I'm open ended. You know, I try to be very open minded when it comes to stuff like that. And I don't know. I'm open to it. I like the whole idea of like the takeover angles that they run every now and then. We just got to give it time. That's all it really is give it time. As long as if they're able to capitalize on that anticipation, you know, and keep it going, that's the thing. Don't just like drop it, and you just got to live up to the expectation. That's all. I'm open minded to it. They attacked Obafemi, they attacked Fraxium, so there's a level of interest and intrigue when it comes to that. So we'll see what the follow up is on NXT. Anonymous says I'm 14 and I literally can't drive it yet, but it's a Bugatti. No way. And I bought it because I've been constantly grinding, making money, respect, since you were 10, using Andrew Tate's online courses to make money. All right. PW1 says, I'll try to limit my sentence enhancers in your chat, bro. My bad. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. I'm never one to be, I'm not going to silence you. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and use your expressions. I'm going to use mine. But no, you don't got to adjust. It's all good. It's all good. I only do it because I got family watching. Anonymous says, want to hear a joke. Lay it on us. Lay it on us. But it's all good. Good to see you, PW101. Glad to see you in the chat again. Appreciate you stopping by on a Sunday night. Anonymous got a joke for us here. A man walked into a bar. A classic beginning to any joke. Owen, what's going on? Owen with the doubles high. Double high for Owen. What's going on? I don't know if you guys can catch it, but there's been like fireworks or some kind of loud booms going on in the background here. I promise we don't live in a dangerous neighborhood. At least I would like to think. But you might catch those every now and then. Owen, what's good? What about you? I'm doing well. I'm doing okay, Owen. Appreciate you. Doing fine. Had a good weekend. Like I said, NXT Vengeance Day was fun. Grand Slam was good. NBA All-Star Weekend. I'm a big NBA fan as well, so it was cool to kick back with the family. It was nice. Leon the King TV, what's up, man? Nothing much. What's up with you? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the weekend treated you well, and hopefully this upcoming week treats even better. What's your guys' plan for the week? What are you guys looking forward to in terms of WWE and the storylines? Because we're looking at, Elimination Chamber just around the corner. After that, WrestleMania 41. Got a lot to look forward to on the build-up here. Still not a solid plan on where we are with many of the storylines with WrestleMania 41. So that'll be interesting. Muhammad says it looks like 4th of July came early this year. Literally. Sanfran 5 says, my plan this week is to work. I feel that. I feel that. There is nothing more that I would love than to do this full time. But we got to work. Got to pay the bills. Hopefully one day I'm able to, kick back on this and be able to hang out with you guys and just talk live, talk wrestling, talk sports. This is the highlight of, my weekend, the highlight of my day whenever I'm out working. I'm just working to come home because I look forward to this. I look forward to talking to you guys and hanging out with you guys and just appreciate you guys always. Muhammad says, I'm actually watching NBA All-Star right now. Awesome. Awesome. Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite player? Possibly traveling and ice skating. Oh, that's cool. I could never ice skate. I'm just bad with balance, really. I'm like uncoordinated when it comes to that kind of stuff. I went, Sanfran 5 can attest to this. We had went like at a skating rink, but it wasn't like ice skating. It was just like rollerblading type of a deal. We went a couple years ago with some coworkers. It was cool, but yeah, no, I can't do it. I don't got the balance for that. Practice having good posture. Yeah, no, for sure. I've had problems with that too. My posture. I'm not going to pretend like I have the best posture, but I mean, hey, we work with what we got. You got a lot of practice to do, huh? Muhammad got a lot of practice, I see. Practice bent, practice having good posture, sitting on the floor for a better back. Kevin, what's going on? Ooh, Kevin has the real questions here. Kevin asks, tacos or tortas? Ah, man, I love a good torta, but I mean, tacos are just so versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put anything in a taco. This is funny because I literally had this conversation with my mom earlier about tacos. Like, they're just so versatile. We're talking carne asada, we're talking about chicken. You can even mess around and do like a shrimp taco. Like, there's so much you can do. Love a good torta, but I mean, come on, taco all day. Sanfran 5 says burrito. Burrito too. I love a good burrito. I love a good breakfast burrito. I mean, I'm a big breakfast burrito guy. I love getting the eggs, some bacon in there, some potato, put some cheese in there, some salsa or some kind of hot sauce. I'm a big burrito guy. Anything with a tortilla, basically. Anything with a tortilla, I'm into it. Is there a plant-based one that I can try? As for tacos, I mean, I don't know, truthfully, because a lot of the tacos are very meat-based. You need to have some form of protein. Like I said, there's pork, beef, chicken. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I mean, I'm not the one to give any type of expertise, advice. Salsa sauce. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I wouldn't be able to tell you if there was any like plant-based. And it's like it's unfair for me to be the one to give you the answer because I don't look for it truthfully. So I mean, if someone's out there that is familiar for plant-based items, they would be your person, but I'm not. I strictly go for the protein. For tortas, yeah, no, for tortas too. Again, torta is very similar to like a sandwich. It's very like protein based. You have your chicken, you have your pork. It's difficult. I'm sure there's some sort of alternative that might be a plant-based or vegan and vegetarian friendly. I'm sure because there's always ways to make accommodations, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Sylvia? It's been a minute. Sylvia says, hi, guys. I've been sorry. Been MIA lately. No worries. No worries. I didn't make it to your last live. I watched the replay. Looks like you had a lot of fun. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Likewise, hoping you had a great weekend. We haven't been having fun. It's always a good time here on the live. I look forward to this. I was just talking about it earlier, how Sanford 5 mentioned, like, oh, his plan for the week is working. I feel that. And hopefully one day I'm able to go full-time with this because I genuinely enjoy the time that I spend with you guys here on live, or whether it's the videos that I make. Being able to connect with you guys on this level is the highlight of my day. People say, oh, you work for the weekend, those weekend warriors who just try to get through the work week. And get to have fun on Saturday, Sunday. Me, I'm working to get home because I get to have this opportunity to share my passion, share my thoughts and my opinions on pro wrestling, or really just on life. So that's awesome. But I appreciate you being here on the live. Don't even worry about it. You said you've been MIA. Hey, no worries. You're here now. We're hoping that that you've been well. We're hoping that the week has treated you well and that the weekend treats you better. Love that you're here. Appreciate that. San Fran 5 says, did some research and can confirm there is more wheels in the world. Oh, that's right. We had our poll over the weekend. If you weren't here for the last live, that was on Thursday. San Fran 5 and I had a discussion about whether there was more wheels or wheels or doors in the world. I'm a firm believer that there's more doors, but he believes there's more wheels. We put it to a vote on last time's live, and it was more leaning towards the doors. But then we did a poll on the community post, and a lot of people were saying wheels. So I don't know where the disconnect is, but I don't know. I still believe there's more doors. Muhammad says, going back to ice skating, it is always best to warm up first before ice skating. I just wanted to throw it in there first and foremost. Yeah, no, but I feel like that could be with anything. I mean, you want to warm up for anything physical, even like for a run or for lifting or playing basketball. It's always smart to warm up and make sure your body's ready to go. That way you're not throwing it into the fire, per se, and risking some sort of injury or cramp. But yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Hopefully you have a good week ahead of you. Like I said, with the WWE, AEW, and gearing up for their respective pay-per-views, the Elimination Chamber for WWE. AEW has Revolution on the horizon. But always a good time seeing you guys. Sylvia made a reference to this, that she's been watching the replays, and it looks like we've been having a lot of fun. At least I can't see you guys. You guys can see me. But I always enjoy this time. I always enjoy coming back to the live streams. We're doing something different for those of you who are joining us on the live today. Traditionally, I'm usually on my my laptop with my webcam, and we're doing that. But we're doing a different format here. Wanted to go vertical and see what was that all about, and see what the hype was. I know a lot of people, like on TikTok, tend to go live like this, so we wanted to see the format here on YouTube at the very least. But something different. We'll see if it sticks. I see that we still have people joining the live, and we have our consistent viewers, so much appreciated in that regard. Always got to thank you guys first and foremost in that regard. So thank you so much for continuing to come out to these live streams, and also the videos. I mean, this last week we had of course another episode of the podcast, our live streams, our clips. Uploaded a video on Friday regarding my thoughts on an ECW revival. So that was cool, something unique in that regard. Had our NXT recap show, so that was cool. Sanford 5 asks, would you rather unlimited bacon but no more games, or games unlimited games, no games? You know I hate that question. He asks this question ever so often, and it's just such a lose-lose type of a question. Games unlimited, games, no games. I mean, you would have to say, I don't know. I'm respectfully, dude, you've asked that question. I'm not even going to answer it. It's just a headache at this point. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though, for this format of the lives. Again, we're just giving this a trial run, seeing what it's like, how it is on your end. I don't know where you guys tend to watch the lives. I mean, it's possible to watch it on like your laptop, desktop, on, oh, Luis says, man, I was waiting in the wrong live. I was wondering why you were late. Yeah, sorry about that, Luis. We had some technical difficulties with the lives. I usually set them up early, right? I always have them up and you see the link, but for some reason it wouldn't let me start the live. I don't know what that was about. And so I ended up creating another live. And we've had some people come in and out. So sorry about that misconfusion. Once in a blue moon, we're bound to have some sort of technical difficulties. So sorry about the delay, Luis. Wondering why I was late. I was a little bit late, I will say, but it was because I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't let me start. Heading into it, I knew I wanted to do it vertical. I wanted to do this type of a live rather than on my my webcam and my computer. But again, for some reason, it was putting up a fight. So not sure, but hey, we figured it out, and we're here, and you're here. So I'm glad it worked out in the end. But I gotta see. I gotta look up now to see if it's still up, because I thought I took it down, but apparently it might still be up. I don't know. If there's one thing I hate, it's like miscommunication and disorganization. Yeah, I see it. It's still up. Yeah, no, that's on me. That's on me. I was trying to get that fixed, but I mean, you already know. We're here now. That's what matters. So I appreciate you in the chat there, Luis. What do you think of Ivy Nile and Dakota Kai and Maxine Dupree and Tiffany Stratton? The women's division right now is so diverse. I'm a fan of it. Just to go off of the women that you've mentioned, Ivy Nile, I don't think it gets a lot of showtime, especially because of the way the women's division is right now. It's easy to get lost in the shuffle there. She's fine, but I don't see Ivy Nile going up to the next level. She'll be a solid mid carder, which is why it's great that they have the IC title and the US Championship for the women. She'll probably put up a good fight against Lara Valkyria, but Ivy Nile's cool. Dakota Kai, I'm a fan of. I've loved her since her NXT days when she used to be with Tegan Knox. Obviously, her time with Raquel Rodriguez, and then now with Damage Control. I'm a fan of Dakota Kai. Love Dakota Kai. Maxine Dupree, I'll be honest, not the best wrestler, but you can see the character work, you can see the dedication. Clearly, she's modeled her work after a certain era in the women's revolution, obviously that being like the Divas era, and it works for her. Especially in today's climate, it kind of carves out a space for her for those fans who are very familiar with that timing. But I like Maxine. Love her character work. I enjoy it. I think she's funny. Her and Otis and Akira Tozawa, always a welcome sight on my TV screen. Tiffany Stratton, I mean, she's the ace of all those women that you just mentioned. She's the women's champion, athleticism, mic work, and all the potential in the world. I think very highly of Tiffany Stratton. Can't wait to see her against Charlotte. I'm hoping she gets the W over Charlotte Flair, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and have Charlotte capture what I think would be her 15th title reign. I think that's the move. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's more likely going to happen. Becky Lynch, I'm a fan of Becky Lynch. I'm a fan of all four of the four horsewomen: Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, and Sasha Banks, now known as Mercedes Moné. But Becky Lynch, again, character-wise, really cool ever since her, evolution into the man back in 2018 when she won the two championships at WrestleMania 35. Again, two-time champion there in that regard. Fan of Becky Lynch. I was there. San Fran 5 and I were there when she won the Royal Rumble in 2019. That was really cool. We're a fan of Becky Lynch. We stand Becky Lynch, as the kids would say. San Fran 5 says unlimited pizza but no pepperoni, or pizza but no crust. Oh man, I'm gonna go pizza but no crust. I'm gonna say pizza no crust because I can live without the crust. Truthfully, I like getting thin crust, but no pepperoni is criminal. I'm not gonna do that. We need four horsewomen to come to fruition. Please book it, Triple H. Are you saying like a fatal four-way? Because I mean, Mercedes is an AEW. I think it's gonna take a minute for her to leave AEW. She's certainly gonna end up being like a staple there. But yeah, I think it's a shame that we never got to see a proper fatal four-way on the main roster between the four horsewomen. Definitely a highlight of NXT back in the day. I would love to see them all come back and have a matchup, but it's going to take some time, probably. Triangle pizza or sheet pizza. I'm a traditionalist. I'll go triangle every day just because it's what I'm used to. Triangle pizza every day. I mean, sheet pizza is fine, but triangle. All day, every day. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Sanford Five says Lunchables. That's crazy. That's a shout out to our childhood. Shout out to Lunchables. What do you like on your toppings? I'm plain, bro. Like like I said, I'm a simple man. I'm a minimalist. Give me just a simple pepperoni pizza. I'm good to go. I like the meat lovers. I've had the one with pineapple, of course, but I'm pepperoni all day. Of course, I've had cheese pizza, but I need some protein on it. I need some kind of meat on that pizza, whether it's sausage, bacon, um, of course pepperoni. But I'm simple. Sanford Five says anything but anchovies and pineapple, 100%. I can have the pineapple. That doesn't bother me too much. Not my go-to, not my preference. But if I'm at a friend's house and they're like, "Hey, this pizza has pineapple. Is that okay?" I'm not gonna die, right? Muhammad says low carb pizza with mushrooms, jalapenos, solid. I wish everything was low carb. That's my problem, dude. Carbs, they're just too good. Carbs are good for you. I mean, carbs are good, but too much of them can be bad for you. If you're in the chat there, go ahead and drop in the chat what's your favorite type of pizza. We've already heard from Muhammad and San Fran 5. You've heard mine. I'm a simple guy. Pepperoni all day, every day. We're here on a Sunday night following NBA All-Star Weekend, of course, NXT Vengeance Day, AEW Grand Slam. Doing a little bit of live stream here. Ask me anything. I like doing these. Believe me, I could talk pro wrestling all day, every day. Been doing it for a long time. But sometimes I like to do these different type of live streams to hear from you guys, get your perspective on life, get your perspective outside of pro wrestling. Or if we want to keep it in pro wrestling, totally fine. I'm not going to argue that. But like I said, these live streams, although they are technically my channel, I've always said these live streams are dictated by you guys. You guys determine where the conversation goes. I leave it up to you. Muhammad says I can't have pepperoni because of the fact they got pork in it. I hear you. More for me. Thank you very much. But I hear you. I respect it. I also thought about doing this. I keep talking about this live, this format. I know in the last couple of live streams, there's been moments where it kind of cuts in and out, and we've seen the stream itself not really come off as clean as I would like. So that's why I'm trying this just to see how it is, and then we'll watch it back and we'll see what the interpretation is and see what you guys think. Muhammad says, in which I can't eat in spaghetti with Alfredo or tomato sauce or together. I see we have someone new in the chat here, Portia. Nisbet asks, have you watched WWE? Absolutely. Absolutely. Big fan of the WWE. If you're new to the stream, anybody who's new to the stream, my name's Jose Ramos Jr. I'm a fan of pro wrestling, whether it's WWE, AEW, TNA. Try to keep up with them as much as I can, but I grew up watching WWE the most. So I'm more inclined to share information about them. Obviously, I keep up with Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and I've been doing so for quite some time. I've been a fan since I was like 2 years old. I was a very young kid watching it. So yeah. Sanford 5 says, Achu, bless you. He blessed himself, I see. But yeah, anybody who is new to the stream, my name is Jose Ramos Jr. We talk about pro wrestling. Very much dedicated is a wrestling channel. This is a wrestling channel. It is. It is a pro wrestling channel. We have live streams on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. Monday is like the post Raw show. Thursdays we discuss certain topics. Usually have a poll up, but this week I selected a topic that I wanted to discuss. just for the one time and see how that goes. And then on Sunday, it's open ended. We usually talk pro wrestling all the time, but I leave it open to whatever you guys want to discuss. But it is a pro wrestling channel. It's a channel made by a fan for the fans. So Sanford 5 says SmackDown versus Raw '08 or Here Comes the Pain. I'm more inclined to go with Here Comes the Pain, not just because it's a classic, because of the roster, because of the music, the mechanics as well. Just overall, really helps set the stage for what the future of wrestling games would be. Here Comes the Pain is a solid installment in the SmackDown series. And in fact, it was the last one in the SmackDown series because then they moved over to SmackDown versus Raw. Porsche says, I'm so happy that Alexa Bliss came back. Honestly, one of the best returns in a while. Alexa Bliss, man, because reports were saying that she was going to be gone for a minute there and that they had conflicting reports that she wasn't going to be back for quite some time. There was nothing in creative. And then to have the surprise return at the Rumble and the ovation that she received, super cool for Alexa Bliss. Love the look, love the presentation. And it gives a boost to the women's division. So I'm happy to see Alexa Bliss. I'm very curious to see where they go with the whole Uncle Howdy stuff, because we know her connection with Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. We know her time with Uncle Howdy was very short lived. Obviously, she was out with pregnancy. The reason she wasn't with the WWE, because she had a baby. Congrats to her. So I mean, that's cool. Love it. San Fran 5. Kevin, I'll go to Kevin first. Says Michelle McCool inducted into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, awesome for her. A fixture of the WWE Divas division, was the first Divas champion, had a great run with Layla as one half of Lay Cool. Awesome for Michelle McCool. Congrats to her. I'm thinking Layla's going to induct her, but nonetheless, it's cool to see the people you grew up watching getting their flowers, getting their recognition. So that's cool. Sanford 5 says, would you rather see WrestleMania 19 or WrestleMania 21 in person? Man, ooh, that's a good one. Both solid shows. Both are solid shows. I'm more inclined to go 21. Love the Money in the Bank matchup. Eddie versus Rey as the opener. Taker versus Randy. Shawn versus Kurt Angle is one of the best matches I have ever seen. Plus, you get to see a live performance of Motorhead. We get to see Stone Cold and Piper in the ring at the same time. And then the ascension of Batista and John Cena. I'm a WrestleMania 21 guy myself. 19, fantastic pay-per-view. One of the best WrestleManias ever. But I'm inclined to rock with WrestleMania 21. That's a great question. Portia says, I want Seth to win the Rumble, but I guess Jay did good. Yeet. Yeet. I was a CM Punk guy. I was hoping Punk or Cena was going to win the Rumble, but I was pleasantly surprised by, Jay winning when predicting the Royal Rumble winner. Didn't think he was going to be one of them. My prediction was guys like Cena, Punk, Roman, Sammy. Like, I was thinking all these guys before. And then Jay comes in and win. Pulled a great surprise there, a great upset. I'm a fan of it. Kevin says Rhea versus China would have been crazy. Imagine. The irresistible force meets the immovable object. We're talking Clash of the Titans between Rhea and China. That would have been quite the spectacle. Rhea and China. I mean, just two women that have superseded the mainstream audience. I mean, yeah, all pro wrestling fans are familiar with them, but for them to bleed out into the, again, like the mainstream audience, the general audience, and people to recognize them as pro wrestling stars and to be, trendsetters in their own regard. So that's really cool. Mama says Jay winning the Rumble was a mistake. Hey, that you can argue that. You could argue that, but I mean, he's one of the most over guys in the company. He's moving merchandise. The fans love him. At least in the crowd, they do. I'm not mad at the pick at all. I think personally, I would have gone Cena or Punk, but Jay winning, totally cool with it. Totally cool with it. Sanford 5 says Shockmaster versus Kazarni. Who do you got? Shockmaster. Because Shockmaster had more than one match. Can't say the same for Kazarni. Portia says, I wanted Kane to come back, but he's too old. Yeah, no, Kane He's up there, man. He's out there doing politics. He's I believe, the mayor of Knox County. So Kane got his own thing going on. But it would have been cool to see a one-off. Hey, Gabs, what's going on? Appreciate you being here in the live stream. Post said you should talk about China. There's not a lot of content out there. I want to know what happened to her. Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I love taking the requests and the suggestions. I have my little sticky note here for whenever someone brings up something. China. I'd love to. We could do that for like a Thursday stream. That'd be cool. Oh, what's going on, Dion? Dion says what's going on. What up, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well. Sanford 5 says Shannon Moore or Kevin Thorne. Ooh, I'm going to go Shannon Moore. He was a Matt Hardy follower, an MFer, if you will, and a staple in the cruiserweight division. Nothing against Kevin Thorne, but I'm going to rock with Shannon Moore, the reject of ECW. But I like the idea of China. Gabs brings up a great point there. So we'll look for something like that. And then I did mention about this Thursday. I didn't put up a poll because I wanted to talk about a specific topic this week. So we're going to be talking about Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. So that's a topic I want to discuss. We're going to do that Thursday. Following that, then we'll probably do the poll again. I know I've been doing the polls on Sunday, but I kind of wanted to talk about this one. So we'll do that for this week. And again, we'll go back to the polls pretty soon. Muhammad says big red machine or machine that is big and red. Big red machine just has a better ring to it. Dion agrees and says Shannon. I agree. Portia says, have you seen the Shield 2.0 on NXT? Yeah, I'm very curious what we're going to be doing with that. What's the name of the group? Is there a de facto leader? Are there no leaders? What's the motive? A lot of backstory to cover here with this new faction appearing on NXT. I'm interested into it. I've already said how I like to be invested in these invasion angles when it comes to factions, so long as there's logic and some sort of consistency to the story. So definitely will be tuning into NXT and seeing what that's all about. But yeah, I did see the attack on Obafemi and Fraxium, so we're looking forward to that. Muhammad says Shannon Moore was in talks, or was in Talking Jericho very recent. That's in reference to their Jericho's podcast, which I don't really listen to. I probably should, but haven't in a while. Portia says, I just miss Dean. He needs to come back. He's not. I mean, it would be cool to see the three of them back together. You know, John Moxley and Roman and Seth would be really cool. But he's the AEW champion. He's arguably, one of the top guys in all Elite Wrestling. I don't think he ever comes back unless AEW goes under or whatever, but wouldn't hold my breath. But it would be cool to see them back together. I agree. Sam Fran 5 says the Prototype or Leviathan. Prototype. Prototype all day. Could rewind his promos. Muhammad says, interesting enough, he was talking about his addiction and Benoit unable to come to his tattoo shop. I would have to give it a listen. But I haven't heard Jericho's podcast in quite some time. I can't remember the last time I heard it. I did hear his interview with Chris Van Vliet though. Jericho most recently was on the podcast. Kevin says 2018 Edge, 2023 Adam Copeland, 2025 Cope. Yeah, the name changes are crazy. What do you guys think about Cope? I think Adam Copeland makes sense because it's his real name. I was getting used to it. But Cope itself, I mean, doesn't have the same ring to it. He'll always be Edge to me. He'll always be Edge. Sanford 5 says Matt Cardona or Nick Nemeth. That's a good question. I'm going to go Nick Nemeth. I like Cardona, but Nick Nemeth, he's a beast in the ring, man. He can go. Roman's never on SmackDown. Yeah, he's on that part-time schedule, but also because of the double stomp at the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins surely did a number on him. So we probably won't see him until after the Chamber. But hopefully soon. Muhammad has Eddie Guerrero's face on it. Dion with a question here. What do you think about Road Dogg Jesse James being back to co-writer? Last time he was behind the scenes was 2017, and that was a bad year for WWE. I think SmackDown could use a little help pushing 3 hours. Yeah, so that's something that's been in the news lately. Is that Road Dogg is back in the creative when it comes to SmackDown. There was a time being there he was the writer of SmackDown, and it wasn't a highlight, as Dion alluded to. I'm open to it, and here's the reason why. On Twitter, I even reposted it, but AJ Styles made a tweet here. He talked about how Road Dogg was the writer back then, but he said, keep in mind, there was a guy at the very top who was filtering through the ideas and maybe had an influence on what was being presented. This is now a post Vince McMahon WWE creative, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him a shot here because I do agree with Dion. The 3 hours hasn't really hit the same for SmackDown. It's a different pace. It's interesting to see how they've kind of adapted to it, but something needs to be done. It's there, but it needs some fine tuning, I think. I'm willing to give Road Dogg a little bit of a trial run here because, like AJ said, when Vince was there, he had the final say. Maybe he influenced the way the show was, ran. But I try to be optimistic, so we'll see. Good question by Dion. Muhammad says, on this day I see clearly. A shout out to Edge or Cope, depending. AJ, Logan versus Shinsuke. Man, I want to say Shinsuke, but it's just because the direction they've gone with Shinsuke has left a lot to be desired. He's the U.S. champion, but he doesn't feel like a champion, so I don't know. In his prime, Shinsuke was on fire. There's still room, but I don't know. Porsche says Roman in his prime or Seth in his prime. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, in their primes. Both could definitely go. For me, okay. For me, I like Seth's style. Roman in his prime, I think, is the tribal chief, and that is like a slow, deliberate type of a matchup. It's very storytelling heavy, and that's fine. I love the storytelling aspect. But for my taste, I'm probably going to go with Seth. But Roman's great too. There's no wrong answer, I think. Sanford5 says, best wrestler who started out in the WWE but got repackaged to a better star. Example, Hunter Hearst Helmsley to Triple H. That's a good one. That's a good one. So someone that got, Austin. I'm going to say Austin. Because he was the ringmaster when he first started in the WWE. Then he became Stone Cold. I know he didn't start in WWE, because he was in WCW and ECW. But if we're going strictly off of repackaging, I'm going to go Austin. Austin for sure. Muhammad says, DIY or Motor City Machine Guns. I'm going to go Machine Guns. Love DIY, but I'm going to go Machine Guns. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. AJ says Seth in his prime. I agree. Portia says, I would say the Big Dog was his prime. I suppose, but I just think his best work came from the Tribal Chief era. I think that was his best work. Dion says, yeah, I feel though Triple H still has the final say as far as giving the green light, or at least one of the TKO holders. But honestly, I'm just hoping for a great WrestleMania. I don't know. We'll see. And that's all we can do, really. It's just hope. We ultimately don't have a say in creative, no matter how much we boo or cheer. But I try to remain optimistic. WrestleMania still has a lot of potential, so I'm looking forward to it. But it's a good point. AJ says one of the best cash in. Oh, one of the best cash in and hardest is Seth. Oh, 100%. I'm an Edge guy. I love Edge's cash in, but Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 32 was off the charts. Muhammad says DX Revolution. DX. I can easily say DX. Big fan of theirs. Dion agrees, says Motor City and DX, 100%. Muhammad says Corporation or the Authority. Probably the Corporation. I'm an old school guy. Give me McMahon, Shamrock, The Rock, all those guys. I'll go Corporation. Dion says Austin for sure, but you can make an argument for The Rock. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Rocky Maivia into the Nation and then into The Rock. 100% The Rock is definitely a fantastic answer. Sanford 5 says TLC 2 or Money in the Bank 2005. TLC 2. I love the Money in the Bank match. That first one was fantastic, but we'll go with the second TLC match. Porsche said Kane in his prime or Roman right now. Wow. It's just because we don't see a lot of Roman. We don't see a lot of Roman. That one's tough. That's a coin flip. I think the answer is Roman. But Kane in his prime was fantastic as well. I don't know. That's a tough one. I can't pick. Dion says Money in the Bank. Solid. Punk with short hair or Punk with long hair? Oh. Long. I'm going to go short hair. With long hair, he was great. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of his best matches and moments came with the short hair. So I'm gonna go short hair. Dion says Roman right now, and I had to grow to like Roman really. Yeah, it took a minute with Roman. That run as the big dog wasn't a fan favorite, especially because of the way he was pushed. You know, people thought it was too overbearing and that he was being force fed. I totally get it. But yeah, I'd have to say Roman right now is probably the answer. I see the hearts in the chat. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the hearts. And it did take a minute for Roman to gain on my favor as well. Shout out to Dion as well. That's actually going to be a topic that I'm discussing on the podcast this week. So awesome. Dion says, or asks, I should say, Cult of Personality Punk or With This Fire Burns. Cult of Personality. I love This Fire Burns. It's one of the best theme songs ever, I think, in my personal opinion, but I'm biased. But it's like, I'm going to go Cult of Personality for sure. Portia says, who's your favorite WWE wrestling? I'm thinking wrestler was the question. Shawn Michaels. My top 3 all time: number 1, Shawn Michaels; number 2, CM Punk; number 3, Eddie Guerrero. Those are my top 3. It would be very difficult to, change that list. That's been the list for the last maybe 10 years, more. So, Shawn's my favorite. Punk is second. Eddie is third. Sanford 5 says, eat, sleep, annoy Jose, repeat. Good luck. Good luck with that. Muhammad. Portia says wrestler. Sorry. No worries. I knew what you meant. It's all good. Muhammad says Punk with Ace Steel or Samoa Joe, Colt Cabana, Kofi Kingston, Danhausen, or Brody King. Samoa Joe. Love their matches in Ring of Honor and the one showing in AEW. We're all in. So Samoa Joe. Randy Orton with This Fire Burns theme. It was a one-night thing when when Randy had that theme. But yeah, it did happen. Good recall. Good memory there. Dion says RVD or Eddie in ring. Hey, I love RVD. That man was a dog, right? But Eddie, man, just the fluidity, the fierceness. I always go back to his backbreaker. The backbreaker Eddie Guerrero would hit like on Rey Mysterio, for example. Vicious. And what I love is they both had the frog splash. But it was very distinct. Both of them had their own variation to it. Where Rob Van Dam had the 5-star where he kind of extended his limbs out. And Eddie had the power and the finesse with his frog splash. But I'll go Eddie. Eddie in the ring for sure. Thank you for the question, Dion. Sanford 5 says Athena hit 800 days as champion. I lost track, truthfully. Athena has been the women's champion for a minute there. And it's a shame. Athena's been carrying Ring of Honor, but I feel like it's a brand no one really watches, especially because it's on Honor Club. I don't know if you guys there in the chat keep up with Ring of Honor or have a subscription to Honor Club, but Athena, I'm not going to pretend like I watch it either. I don't watch it as much as I should. I keep up with the clips like on Twitter and on YouTube, but Athena has been carrying that freaking brand. 800 days? I lost track. I think she ends up dropping it to Billy Starks, though. I think that's the move. They're going to have Billy Starks go over. Muhammad says Triple H with Flair, Sean, Orton, Batista, Seth, or Cody. I'm gonna go Sean. I'm a big DX guy. Degeneration X all day. Randy Orton with the RKO's. Randy Orton has a great RKO, dude. I think it's one of the best finishers ever. The RKO is one of the best finishers ever. Just because you're able to hit it on anybody and on anybody. It's a great finish. Portia, if The Rock has one more match, it might be the OTC. I think it's the go-to. I think that's what we're building towards. The end of the story when it comes to the bloodline has to be Roman versus Rock. We thought we were going to get it at 39. We thought we were going to get it at 40. We were hoping for 41, but it looks like we're going to have to wait again. But The Rock versus Roman definitely should be The Rock's last matchup. I agree with you. AJ says Athena drop it to Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte's not going to Ring of Honor, though. Come on now. Muhammad says, speaking of Randy Orton, who do you want to see him induct him into the Hall of Fame? You could argue Triple H or John. I think those are the two guys that could induct Randy. Triple H, of course, being his mentor, you know, his running mate in Evolution, as well as, you know, their long-standing feud. But John as well, their feud, their friendship, I could see either one of them being the ones to induct him. Dion asks, taking a bump off the top of the Hell in a Cell or thumbtacks? Whew, that's a lose-lose, man. You know, like that's, woo, I don't want to do either one. But if you really twist my arms, I mean, whew. Maybe the thumbtacks. I'm afraid of heights, dude. I'm gonna have to go with the thumbtacks. But not because I want to. Sanfran 5, thoughts? If WWE has a PLE in Japan, they should. They've gone to Puerto Rico, they've gone to France, obviously Saudi Arabia, Australia. They should go. They should go for sure. Portia says, if Randy comes back, I have a. I missed the last word on that. I have a friend. Mama says, and Ric Flair. Ric Flair was a part of Evolution. That's correct. Dion says, definitely Cena. Yeah, no, I think Cena's the guy to induct him. Don't read that, please. I think I might have already on accident. My bad. AJ, Batista induct Randy on his shoulders. Ha, good callback. That's funny. Give him the good old thumbs up, thumbs down. Portia says, can you show us your WWE games? Dude, that's more of my brother. That's more of my brother. Because I have, like, right here in my possession. Bear with me. I see AJ has the thumbs up, thumbs down. Shout out to AJ. Hey, I'm back from the bar. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I got you. I get the joke. Here I have only a couple. Actually, I only have the one. My brother's the guy who is very much into the video games. I only have the Cody one. He has the other ones in his possession. But we have all the games running from the first SmackDown game all the way to 2K24. Hey, I'm back from the bar. Triple H and Titus O'Neil and Doug Batista. Triple H and Doug Batista. That's my guess. Anonymous says, so that was the joke. No, I got it. That was a good joke. I thought that was funny. You got me there. Sanfran 5 says, if you want, I could. The game's over. Your call. It's your call. It's your call. I will say though, I mean, I'm not much of a game guy. You guys are getting like a different angle because I'm kind of moving around here. Do you think Dean will come back one day? I do. Eventually. I don't think soon, but I think eventually he does come back. Sam Fran 5 says, "Don't pan the cam at me." Just drop it in my room and I won't show you. Dion says, Shelton Benjamin. Ooh, that's a good one. Shelton Benjamin, athleticism or RVD, both in their prime. Oh, man. Like, that's... Wow. Wow. I'm going to go RVD. But it's not, again, no disrespect to Shelton. But it's like, RVD was a menace. What about Chris Jericho? I think eventually Jericho goes in the Hall of Fame. Eventually he'll go. Again, not soon, but I think eventually. Anonymous. Bray Wyatt looked at me once before he died. I would hope so. I mean, like, if he looked at you while he was dead, that's kind of spooky, right? Shout out to Bray Wyatt, though. Rest in peace. Muhammad says, do you see him back in the WWE again? Yeah, I do. Eventually. It just is a good question. I agree. I think eventually. Never say never in wrestling, especially when it comes to WWE. I just keep saying, just don't hold your breath. It's going to be a minute. Muhammad says, induct Jericho into the WWE Hall of Fame. Ooh, who would induct him? That's a good question. Who would induct Jericho? I don't know. That's a good point. Who would induct Chris Jericho? Because I'm thinking like his opponents, right? Shawn, maybe? I mean, that's his hero, but it's like, I don't know. Shawn would be my guess right now, but I don't know. Anonymous says, I was at a WWE match in my city, and I was 7 years old. I yelled, "Hey, Bray," and he looked at me. That's crazy. That's funny. Well, I'm guessing that was like the first version of Bray Wyatt, like the woodsy type of Bray Wyatt. Portia says, what if Big Cross comes back? Oh, like Big Cass? Is that who you meant, Big Cass? Maybe. I don't think so, though. Personally, I don't think so. Yes. Yeah, maybe. But again, of the people we've named, he's the least likely, I think. Bray was before his time, gone too soon. It definitely had a lot more to offer. 100%, I agree. I would have loved to seen what the next incarnation of the Fiend would have been, or the next evolution of Bray Wyatt. Muhammad says Michaels or Kevin Owens. Yeah, I think either one of those would be a good, induction for Chris Jericho. Muhammad asks, Dean Malenko or Chris Benoit if he was alive? Probably Benoit. Again, like, you can't take away what he did, obviously, but I'm going to say Benoit in ring. Spooky. Yeah, I like the spooky stuff. That's why I was a fan of Bray. Dion says, I think it has to be Shawn, but I would say someone from that Canadian heritage. That's what I think, too. I think Shawn's a solid one, but it could be. Anonymous, it was the one when he had a lamp on stage with a tiny black hat. And, oh, okay, yeah, I know which version then. Yeah. Dion says Benoit, I agree. Dion says Shawn is the best ever. I'm inclined to believe the same thing. He's the GOAT. It'd be very difficult for me to change my mind. Shawn is the greatest of all time. Anonymous says Benoit is a criminal. Even if he comes from the same country as me, it doesn't change the fact he's insane. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's one thing I always say is, like, obviously we can't forget what happened. That goes without saying. What he did was tragic and should not be forgotten. I totally get that, but I'm with you. Dion says, Jose, these WWE 2K ratings are so off. Shake my head. I haven't seen a lot of them. The ones I've seen...
Just don't pan the camera at me. I didn't realize we had that much.
Jesus, okay. I won't show you on camera. I didn't realize there was that many.
Well, I brought in some WCW games.
Yeah.
Mine as well.
Good God.
But holy moly, I didn't realize I collect that much.
That's a lot, dude. All right, I won't show you, but I guess I'll show your collection.
Our collection, because some of these are yours.
Some, yeah, that is true. Some of them are mine. Fair point. I haven't seen a lot of the overalls. I just know I saw EO Sky, and that was criminal. It was like 89, and then apparently it dropped to 86. So that one for sure.
Happy early birthday.
Muhammad,
Hi, guys.
you just want to see him on camera. Muhammad says, I can choose Shawn Michaels over Stone Cold any day of the week. I agree. But Austin's awesome too. Anonymous said he had a mental thing that made him do what he did. He should have been sent to mental institution. I wouldn't say a mental institution. It wasn't like he was crazy. It's been, proven that he had chronic traumatic encephalopathy. He had CTE. A lot of brain trauma caused him to do that. So, again, and not trying to make an excuse for it, but it's the level of brain trauma that he had endured. Again, I don't think the word crazy is the right word. It was trauma. It was a lot of brain damage, brain injuries. Yeah, Gab says he had CTE, 100%. Case in point, we talked about this on a previous stream. He had the brain of a, I believe, 87-year-old Alzheimer's patient. So should have never gotten to that point, but unfortunately, that's the reality we live in. AJ says, who should induct Vladimir Kozlov? He's never going to go in. I'm sorry to tell you that, AJ. Love you, buddy, but he's not going in. But if he was, Santino Marella. It would be Santino. That's his boy. Dion says, LOL at AJ. My brother Rusev would get in before Kozlov. He's not wrong. Is that my friend San Fran? It was. He didn't want to be on camera. He didn't think he was decent. So, Muhammad, Santino Marella, or the Great Khali? Santino all day. Random fact. Maurice Tillet, the French wrestler from the early 1900s, was the inspiration for the Shrek design. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was his name, but I've seen the picture. I know who you're talking about. Didn't know his name, though. Gab says he had CTE. We agree. It was because of steroids and getting smacked so much. It's a bad combination. But yeah. Dion says Kozlov was literally a war machine. Russian turned into a laughingstock. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They do that a lot to their monsters, though. They try to give them personalities. Look at Great Khali. We just talked about him. Jacob Fatu versus Roman. Sign me up. I would love that. Chris Benoit did actually call Chris Jericho, and there is a new Chris Benoit voicemail was leaked. I don't know about that. I never heard of that. That's spooky, though. I know about the Chavo Guerrero texts, but never heard of the voicemail one. Dion says Santino. I agree. I didn't realize we had that many games. LOL. Gab says, tell him we miss his big entrances. Oh, I bet. Maybe again. We'll see. It's up to him. Sanford 5 says, I forgot 3 more games. Good lord. Good lord. It was WWE 13 to 15. Oh, yeah. Anonymous asks, are you American or Canadian? I'm Mexican, but I live in the States. Born in America, but proudly representing Mexico. Dion says, but that's because he found about to be well overbooked and overhyped. He basically didn't make the cut, didn't have any pals for the guy. Yeah. Can we see his games? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna try to go in order. Jeez, it's a lot. It's a lot though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. So he didn't want to be on camera, but I'm gonna show off his collection. I do want to preface. I'll tell you which ones are his and which one are mine. So we'll start with the classics. We got his Nintendo. WWF, No Mercy. It's gonna be kind of flipped. So pardon the reflection. WWF No Mercy, a classic, a go-to classic for a lot of wrestling fans. We also have WWF Attitude. Another classic. Again, I apologize for the reflection. He has WrestleMania 2000. A forgotten WrestleMania. We have Warzone. Still, all on the Nintendo. NWO, WCW Revenge, another classic. WCW Mayhem, named after the show. WCW Nitro. Come on now. He has an extensive list. That's only for Nintendo. That's our first, look. Then we move forward. Hold on here. Dion says... Oh, wait. PW1 says I missed it. Hold on. I got you, PW. He says, where's that oh so glorious No Mercy? I missed it. Right here. Again, it's reflected. Apologies. But it's right here. No Mercy. Hold on. On a side note, if Mr. Kennedy would have had injured Randy and Cena, didn't voucher him to get bounced out of the WWE, Kennedy was super over and he was a damn good wrestler. 100% I agree. Great on the mic, solid heel work, good in the ring, had all the potential in the world. An example of bad circumstances when it came to that. Anonymous says, not every day you find an American who can actually correctly pronounce a French-Canadian name. I appreciate that. I didn't realize that was uncommon. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the French-Canadian. Mr. Kenny should go back to WWE. He deserves better. I don't know, man. He's up there in age. What a beautiful work of art. Sanford 5 says, yes, definitely my top 3 fave wrestling games. Absolutely. Dion says he was so over Muhammad. He was. I agree. I move over to his PlayStation. He has PlayStation, and this is the original PlayStation, by the way. We have WCW versus The World. Again, apologize because we're reflected. These are his games. And like I mentioned earlier, the very first SmackDown, followed by SmackDown 2, Know Your Role. Extensive. A lot of them. PW101 says No Mercy is the absolute best wrestling game for the 64, period. The others are good, but not No Mercy. It set the benchmark. I'm not a big, gamer. Like I said, that's his department. But knowing it set the benchmark. Let's see. I don't even know where to start. He has so many, dude. We'll go off for spin-offs. We also have this is the PlayStation 2 now. We're moving to PlayStation 2. Shut Your Mouth is my favorite. Solid. Benoit's name is normally pronounced it's hard to read it, because it's like me saying it by Americans instead of Benoit, how it's supposed to be pronounced. Oh, I hear you. Benoit's name is normally pronounced as Benwit, I'm guessing. By Americans instead of Benoit. It's Benoit. I've seen people say Benoit. Anyway, but yeah, Benoit. 02, then it would have been between 04 and 05. Solid. On my way to help. The door's open for you, buddy. Next, we have Legends of Wrestling. PlayStation 2. It's open. I thought I heard him knocking. Legends of Wrestling. PlayStation 2. One of our favorites growing up. Crush Hour. Awesome game. I've always loved this game. It's like a car version of... I can hear him wanting to come in. I keep telling it's open. I heard someone from my Oklahoma call him Ben Oit.
Okay, I kind of changed.
Oh, he changed. That's why you wanted to come in here.
I mean, I just changed my shirt.
Yeah, but still.
Well, I want to show off my shirt. It's a nice shirt.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying
I mean,
anything.
I like Spider-Man.
PW101 says Crush Hour. Shout out to San Fran Pfeiffer, by the way. Or,
Hey, guys.
or my brother, Jared, for those who know. Crush Hour was my Mario Kart. Couldn't touch me in that game. I love Crush Hour, dude. Remember, we would play it all the time.
Well, fun fact, I was actually thinking about streaming that
That'd be cool.
in the future. Which ones did you show?
I showed all the Nintendo games, and then I showed these two, and that's it.
Okay. Are you just barely showing the GameCube?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with the chat here.
You're good, you're good.
Fast forward 07, then 13 and 14. So we have similar tastes then.
Ah, man of culture, I see.
My typo meant to say from the state of Oklahoma. Oh, I still knew what you meant. My phone didn't type it correctly. I still got you. Shane McMahon into the Hall of Fame. Dion says, "What's up, San Fran 5?"
What's up?
Shane into the Hall of Fame? Maybe. Eventually.
If Drew Carey's in the Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure he could be in the Hall of Fame.
100%. Should I put it at an angle so they can see?
Nah, it's alright.
No? This is the first because they're so used to the webcam. It's like I can actually move around and show them stuff.
Yeah.
Don't know if I will right now, though.
You know, I haven't played this game yet.
If he goes in the Hall of Fame, I figured. Who would induct Shane? Stephanie? Kurt? Maybe Kurt
I was
Angle.
thinking, what about Kurt Angle?
Maybe Kurt Angle because of the
spot.
King of the Ring match. That's a possibility. I'm gonna show him these next because it's a series.
Yeah. Where's the other GameCube games? Oh, it's under there.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now I'm just gonna drop by GameCube.
Yeah, Third Reckoning 2 is my favorite of all time.
Don't give it away. I haven't said it yet.
Okay.
WrestleMania 18 on the GameCube.
Yeah.
We have a two-parter. Day of Reckoning with Trish, Randy, and Triple H on the cover. And then Day of Reckoning 2. Who's that? Is that Stone Cold?
No, that's Triple H.
Oh, it is Triple H. It looked like it for a second. Cena, Triple H, and Stacy.
It's my first ever wrestling game.
Was it really?
Yeah. I played a lot back in the day, man.
PW1, he says, "Hey, leave Drew Carey alone. He was the standout in that year's Rumble." That's crazy. Pete Gas. He says, "Yeah." Mom says, "Or the Undertaker." Undertaker inducting Shane? I don't know. I feel like they, well, maybe they were cool. Well, I'm thinking they're still cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Xbox.
Yeah.
So, again, this is the one-offs, not series related, but WrestleMania 21 on the Xbox. One of my favorite WrestleManias. Haven't played this game. Actually, no, we did play this game once. Right? Wasn't it with Dan? And
No.
we didn't play this one with Dan?
No.
I thought we did. What did we play with Dan? Day of Reckoning.
Yeah.
Day of Reckoning. You're right. Xbox again. Raw. Followed by Raw 2.
Is that Big Papa Pump on the cover?
Big Papa Pump, Goldberg, and Triple H. A bunch of WCW legends.
You know, fun fact, I only bought those games because I saw Scott Steiner on the cover.
That's funny.
So I thought, well, I gotta buy it.
That's funny. Jesus. PW1 says, Test should induct Shane. Oh, wait. Nah, chill. Rest in peace, Andrew Martin. Rest in peace to Test.
Yeah. I remember when he passed.
Yeah, dude. He was getting big towards the end.
Yeah, he was.
He got really big.
You think he did juice? Like,
He juiced.
okay.
Test? He
Yeah.
juiced. 100% he juiced. Muhammad says, what about AJ Styles too? Who will induct him? Oh, that's a good one. Because he's known for TNA. But in WWE, the Good Brothers?
Yeah.
Who would induct AJ? He had great matches with John, but I don't think they would do...
Because I feel like he has a history with the Good Brothers. Like, they go multiple companies, you know?
Yeah. Who would induct AJ? I don't know. That's a good one, honestly.
I don't think Shinsuke. I know they
No.
had great matches back in New Japan, but...
No, I wouldn't think so. I skipped this one. Or no, because I did the SmackDown series, so I'll do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I showed earlier SmackDown 2. On the PlayStation 2, we also have Just Bring It. SmackDown with The Rock on the cover. followed by SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. This one's technically mine.
Yeah.
This one's technically mine.
From here on out, all these are yours.
Yeah. But we share them, basically.
Yeah.
Then we have Here Comes the Pain. One of the greatest games of all time. Great roster. Great mechanics. Overall, just a great game. You know?
All
Big
these are in
fan.
cases, by the way.
Oh, yeah. He wanted me to make sure. I'm sure you guys heard him. But they're all in, like, these cases to protect them.
Preserve. You gotta preserve, man. Preserve the physical media.
Yeah. PW1 says that game was trash. I love that trash, but it was not a good game. Oh, Just Bring It. He says Just Bring It. I've only played Just Bring It a couple times.
Yeah, same. It's hard because there's so many games to keep up with. I'm still trying to get the ECW game for the N64.
For real. Muhammad says Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's inducting Brock Lesnar. 100%.
Well, can he get inducted after what happened?
I don't know. That's a good point. Is he canceled? PW1 says Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain are goated. 100%.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree most. Couldn't
I
agree
still
more.
remember when you got Here Comes the Pain.
We were at Artias.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. PW1 has good taste. PW1 and like Dion are very much like in line with like what we think.
Because they're cultured.
Because they're cultured, he says. Next up, this one's a personal favorite of mine. The original SmackDown vs. Raw. Love this game. We recently streamed it a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's available in the archives if you want to check that out. We streamed SmackDown vs. Raw.
I remember when you first played that one.
It's a classic. And yeah, all of these from here on out are basically mine. But we share them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. SmackDown vs. Raw 06.
That one I remember, like, you played that so much.
Yeah. This is a great one. Love the cover. We were big fans of Batista and Cena growing up. So this one we hold in very high regard. PW101 says the OG. That's the first game we got. The first SmackDown vs. Raw. And it was the first game we got JBL, he says. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Shout out to Bradshaw.
I thought I was playing, but no, I wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's talking about how back in the day we would be playing on the PlayStation 2 and he wanted to play, but I would pretend that his controller was plugged in and he wasn't plugged in. It was just me playing by myself. Sorry about that.
That's whatever, man.
You got out of it.
Yeah.
Muhammad says John Cena into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Who would induct him? Kurt Angle? Maybe Randy?
I was thinking Randy, yeah. I don't
Maybe.
think it'd be Edge anymore because he's with AEW.
Maybe. Punk? I could see Heyman inducting him too. I could see him inducting him.
It's a hard one, actually. I really haven't thought of that.
Peter-
I think they'll induct him this year since Ray's already in Hall of Fame.
Who? Cena?
Yeah.
I think he's going to go next year.
Where's that next year?
They haven't announced.
Hmm.
PW101 says classic brother move. 100%. PW1 says Mickey James would induct Cena. That's funny. Did you hear about that?
I heard something about
The
that.
little affair that they reportedly had?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Bella?
Nikki Bella? Wild. Nikki Bella. SmackDown vs. Raw 7. Another favorite of mine growing up. This is when we got to fight in the crowd.
I remember that was a whole big deal because that whole section, it was up in the corner.
Yeah.
I remember that was a big deal watching the trailers, man. I thought that was so cool. And you get to jump off, right? That's the one you get to jump off.
Yeah. SmackDown vs. Raw 08. This is when we introduced ECW.
I remember it so vividly. That was a big deal.
Also a big deal. We got to light the tables on fire.
Yeah, that was a big reason why I really wanted to play it.
And it came with this game preview.
That's actually our cousins. You gifted to us.
This man spilling all the secrets. Yeah, it was our cousins, and he gave it to us.
Yeah.
Dion says, keep 3, delete 3. Javon Evans. Javon Evans is Booker T. Jacob Fatu, Batista, Kane, and Penta. Who you choosing? Ooh. Jesus. Okay. That's tough. Keep 3 and delete 3. That's terrible.
Mankind, Do Love, Cactus Shack. I'm keeping all 3 of them.
I can't choose, man. Okay, I love Javon, but he's still too young. Booker T. I love Booker T. Batista, Kane, Penta. Dude, that's terrible. That's really hard. I'm gonna keep Booker for sure. I'm gonna keep Kane because I love that storyline between him and Taker. And I guess I'm gonna keep Batista because I'm too attached to my childhood. AJ Lee. I'm like, who would induct her? Who would induct AJ Lee? Caitlyn?
I thought Paige, but
Paige? I don't know. AJ Lee's a good one. I don't know. Lita? Because that was her favorite growing up. I don't know. AJ Lee's a tough one. PW1 says that's my favorite one of the Versus series right there.
oh,
I'm thinking it was 08. PW101 says Evans, Batista, and Penta. Gone with the wind, Brody. Jesus.
that's
Muhammad says Bailey. Bailey inducts AJ? Who would induct Bailey? If you're saying Bailey inducts AJ, that's a possibility. If you're asking who inducts Bailey,
if Sasha was still at the company.
yeah, it would be Sasha, but she's not there no more.
I forgot Punk was in this one. You played Punk a lot in 08.
Punk's always been my guy, dude.
That and Jeff.
Jeff
Jeff was a fun one to be as.
SmackDown vs. Raw 09. This was very big in the tag team wrestling.
I remember DX on like the Christmas episodes when they did the special.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Legends of WrestleMania, Xbox 360.
Yeah, I would have beat your butt in that one.
Yeah, I sucked at that one. That one was crazy.
Yeah, I kicked your butt with Taker.
Muhammad says Cody Rhodes in the Hall of Fame. Who would induct? He's going in the Hall of Fame for sure. Randy.
His older brother.
Yeah. Dustin is a good one. Randy's a good one. Maybe even Seth. But I think Randy and Dustin are for sure the top two picks. I think. 2010?
Yeah.
2011. And this was the last of the series. SmackDown vs. Raw.
Was that the one, the Taker streak thing?
Yeah. Beat the streak. That took forever to beat.
Weren't you Kofi in that one?
Hmm?
Wasn't the one where you get to choose Kofi, Dolph?
It was like Kofi, Dolph, John Morrison,
Yeah.
Ziggler. Oh, we said Dolph. Yeah.
I remember you picked Kofi.
Yeah, I had picked Kofi to win. I have WWE 12.
It was so trippy, by the way.
We have... He forgot these in his room, but we have WWE 13. We have
14, 15.
2K14, 2K15. We didn't get 16.
No.
Did we get 17?
No.
We got 18 and 19.
Yeah.
We got 18, 19.
They're digital, I believe.
No. 18, 19 I bought.
Oh, I have them somewhere, though.
Yeah, they're somewhere. And then we don't have 20. We don't have...
obvious reasons.
Yeah, 20 wasn't good.
Look, I want to buy it just to see how bad it was.
Oh, here's 18. But 19 has AJ. I know I bought AJ's.
Yeah, I probably forgot about that one.
23.
Bought that one.
John Cena Deluxe. And then I showed you guys the Cody one earlier. That's all of them, dude. How many is that total?
Oh, I didn't even get to count, bro.
Just count these. I'm going to add to your total. Muhammad says Triple H. I agree. That'll probably induct Cody. Triple H, Randy, Dustin. One of those three for sure. Stardust will induct Cody. Imagine. A little split personality would be cool.
I count all these right here. It's 32.
That's 32?
Yeah, excluding this one.
So, 24?
Something like that.
Did you count 24?
No.
So that'd be 33?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then 34 with 19?
Yeah.
So that's 34. 34 games.
I'm counting, so I'm still missing a few.
I'm counting. Plus 2K25 when it comes out.
I still haven't prepared that yet.
The Miz in the Hall of Fame, Muhammad says. Miz goes in the Hall of Fame.
Wait, isn't he a Grand Slam champion?
2-time.
Wait, so isn't Sean?
Sean was the first Grand Slam champion.
Okay, wait, so, but there wasn't a U.S. title, though.
No, but he won the mid-card It's Grand Slam is just winning every championship available, and they didn't have that championship available at the time. But who inducts the Miz? You could argue Morrison. You could argue.
Or Truth.
I was gonna say maybe Truth. I don't know.
Who didn't induct our Truth?
Who would induct Truth? That's a great question.
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy.
You guys remember Little Jimmy?
Yeah, shout out to Little Jimmy. Dion says Ilya Dragunov, Bomb Breaker, Gunther, Cody, Carmelo, Bobby Lashley, keep 3 until E3. Damn, bro. Dion asking the hard one. Those are hard one. I'm gonna keep Cody. Cody's my guy. Ooh, Muhammad says John Cena inducts Truth. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm keeping Cody. I'm keeping Gunther. I'm gonna keep Breaker. I don't know. Those are the 3 I'm going with right now. They could change. PW101 says Marty and Mizzy were awesome. Who was that? Morrison. Yeah, John Morrison. Or Johnny Nitro, as some people might know him. Sean, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the weekend treated you right.
Breaking news. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yeah.
Muhammad says a Road Dogg. Road Dogg could induct our Truth. That's a good one. I like the idea of Cena, though. That's an awesome one. Road Dogg is my favorite wrestler, especially growing up. Nowadays, it's Eddie. Solid. Eddie's a great choice.
So who would induct Michelle McCool?
I think Layla should induct McCool. If not Layla, Natalia. I think those are the 2 that are going to induct her. One of those.
Remind me, who was that one? Oh my gosh. Remember when they split up the women's belt in half?
Yeah, what about her?
Who was it?
Layla. Lay cool.
Yeah.
Sean. Would be cool. Jonathan Gresham versus Gunther. That would be cool. You haven't seen Gresham's work in TNA, huh?
I haven't.
Gresham. He's married to
I know who he is.
Well, so you know he's married to?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. He's married to Jordan Grace. He's good. Undersized. Him versus Gunther would be interesting though.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad says Jeff Hardy induct Hall of Fame single. I think he'll go with a tag team. He'll go with Matt.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll go single. He'll go with Matt. And who inducts the Hardys? I mean, you could say the Dudleys. Probably. Yeah, because Edge and Christian are in. Oh, you know who could? Michael Hayes.
Really sexy?
Yeah, Michael Hayes could induct them. I think the Dudleys would be a great shot, but I think Michael P.S. Hayes.
What about Batista?
Triple H.
Or it's all of Evolution.
Oh, yeah. So PW101 got a comment in the chat that was flagged.
What?
Yeah, I'll read what it says. I mean, I won't read it word for word, but it says, "F Jeff Hardy. Too many chances. Glad he's clean now, but that moment with Sting, you can't erase that. He's not wrong."
You can get flagged for comments?
Well, I think it's because he dropped the F word. It got flagged.
You know what that reminds me of? The presidential speech of like DX. They can't say the words at like a certain hour.
Maybe.
Yeah, let me test this out actually. Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler in the Hall of Fame. He could.
You know what we should?
I don't know who induct him though.
You know what we should do one of these days? We should like rewatch like old segments from like funny moments from the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression Era, for example. Like in the future, you know, like something down the line. Maybe like a Discord thing or something. If we can set that up.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I would like to get a Discord going, but again, like I have to work on that.
That's no problem.
I'm telling you, dude, with work, I'm like, you don't even understand. I would love to do this full time. Like, I think anybody would.
I mean, I would say
it's the dream.
I like to do mine too.
To hang out with them, that's cool. Damn it, bro. Dion has another one. Keep 3, delete 3. They're tough. So, okay, keep 3 or delete 3. Io, Bianca, Lita, Rhea, Trish. Everybody in their prime. Damn, bro.
Trish. No. Damn. Well, AJ for sure. For me.
You say AJ to keep?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. That's tough. My answer might change, but in this moment right now, I'm keeping Trish, AJ, and Io. I love Bianca and Rhea, but oh man, you can't win in that kind of game. You just don't win. No matter what, you lose.
Probably AJ, Lita, and Trish.
Port.
Because I feel like with Io, I feel like she still has time.
Yeah.
Yeah, say his name when he appears, PW101.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah, I'm reading your chat too. Yes, we all believe in him.
Portia says, "Do you think Joe Hendry has a match in WWE?" I do.
I mean, he wants to wrestle Cena.
That'd be cool to see him against Cena. I don't know if they go through with it. He already had a match in NXT. Obviously, he had the championship match at No Mercy. He appeared in the Rumble, but I do not think that's the end. I think he eventually shows up again. If the question is, does he sign with WWE? I think eventually he jumps, but I think we'll see another match from Joe Hendry at some point this year.
So you know how AEW has like Forbidden Door?
Yeah.
What if WWE brings back Night of Champions, and they do that of like TNA and WWE? You know, just the champions.
Maybe.
You could do like a 2-nighter, one night. That's pretty much like WWE.
Well,
and the other night's pretty much like TNA.
I didn't tell you on NXT Vengeance Day, Santino appeared.
What?
He appeared, and they kind of hinted between him and Ava, the GM of NXT, about something working relationship. So I think maybe we're going to have some kind of an interpromotional show. NXT versus
works better.
Yeah, against TNA. So I think that might be in the cards. A one show event where it's either TNA versus NXT or whatever the case, but some form like that.
Dude, imagine if they bring like the TNA roster and like the WWE games.
I think they will. As like a DLC, I think it'll happen. PW1 says, when are you guys gonna play some of the old schools next? I definitely don't want to miss it. That's more of a your call because San Fran 5 is the gaming channel.
I really want to play Crush Hour.
That'd be cool.
But I want to do it on like a day where I can play with you.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong, I can play like by myself, you know.
But it's different
to play with people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
PW1 corrects themselves. Definitely don't. I got you. I know what you meant. That's a his call. He's the gaming channel. To reference Portia, who says y'all should play W2K. I have in the past. I've kind of taken a break from it, but he plays the games on his channel. On occasion, I'll play 2K here as well. So, maybe soon, maybe next weekend. I mean, for me on my channel.
Yeah.
For you, that's your call. That's your call.
Well, I am thinking about going live Tuesday, but like in the day though. I was thinking like.
Okay. Like I said, if you guys are interested in subscribing to his channel, it is on my homepage towards the bottom, San Fran 5. You can find his channel on my homepage. You can find it.
I'll let people know like my community notes to Monday.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. Keep
up the time.
Yeah. Keep up to date with him. He'll be posting in the community tab. Did you know Ric Flair's biopic movie, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he produced? That's what Sean says. That'd be cool. A Ric Flair movie?
Yeah.
I'd watch it. I wonder who would play him. Muhammad says Titus O'Neil in the Hall of Fame. I don't think so.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I don't think so. I don't think he goes in the Hall of Fame. The closest thing he's gotten is the Warrior Award. That's the closest he's gonna get, I think. Because respectfully, in terms of the business, in terms of the WWE, I don't think Titus O'Neil did enough.
But I feel like I don't want to be like messed up, but I feel like the only thing he's like memorable is the botch of the Rumble.
Yeah, the botch of the Rumble.
Yeah, and I feel bad, you know, but it's like I feel it's people know him for.
Yeah. So I don't think he goes in the Hall of Fame. He got the Warrior Award for his community service and
Yeah, here's a good person.
You know, for that, absolutely. Gian says Muhammad trolling. Definitely don't. Portia says Ricky Spears. POW1 says I tried to his channel last time and couldn't find it. What's the pick on his? Oh, here, let me add it to the description. I'll add it to the description of this video. But like I said, when you click on like my channel, it'll take you obviously to like where all my videos are at. Just scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll find it. If not, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the description of this video. And I'll have it linked saying San Fran 5's channel.
That was crazy how my last stream literally crashed, like the game. That was crazy.
You see?
I literally blew up Halo.
Okay, so it should be in the description now. In the description of this video, it should be available. Let's see. Muhammad message retracted. Kevin says, Yo, Jose, do you remember David Otunga? Of course, Mrs. Jennifer Hudson. Mr. Jennifer Hudson.
Him and his coffee cup.
Yeah, he had the little coffee cup and he would do the little flex.
Yeah.
I remember David
Take a sip
Otunga.
and then he'll
Low-key had a banger of a theme song, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You
probably don't remember.
Theme song. I just remember the bicep thing.
Yeah.
The cup.
PW1 says, you boys remember or ever did the whole having to look up formulas online for creative wrestlers back in the day before the community creations? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I did some of that too.
That's old school, man. That's crazy. I remember that. But I will say the community creations is awesome.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, but you love it for those silly characters. I like it because like we get to see like guys from AEW or TNA added to the game.
That's not true, man. I do like to play as Kenny Omega every once in a while.
Every now and then. Kevin says, do you like pozole? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pozole?
I menudo.
You like menudo. I like menudo, but I prefer pozole.
I like both.
Both are good, but I'll go pozole every day. Chavo Guerrero in the Hall of Fame. I think so.
He definitely like deserves it.
Who inducts him? Ray?
Yeah.
Probably Ray. Christian in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely.
He should.
And Edge would induct him.
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely. Chavito Heat is what PW1 says.
Yeah.
Kevin says Christian and Jericho deserve the Hall of Fame. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Two of the all-time greatest. Muhammad says Umaga? That's a tough one. Because Umaga, I don't know if he was there for that long. I mean, the Umaga character ran from 06 to 09.
Like I said, if Drew Carey could be in the Hall of Fame, anybody can be in there.
Who would induct him? Probably like Roman. I think Roman would induct Umaga. I don't know. What's his relation to him?
Yeah.
Are they brothers? No, I think they're cousins. Are they brothers?
I'm sorry. It's hard to keep up because they have a huge family.
They're either brothers or cousins. One of those. Damn it, bro. Dion has another one of the keep 3, delete 3. Umaga. Oh my god, it's a bloodline one. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Umaga, Jay, Jacob, Yoko, Rikishi, or Roman. Keep 3, delete 3. I'm going to keep Roman. I'm going to keep Roman, keep Rikishi. I'm going to keep Umaga. Damn, that's hard though.
I'm sorry, I just saw PW101's next comment.
Hold on, I'm going to catch up. Muhammad says, I'm sorry, Kevin asks, is Booker T in the Hall of Fame? Booker T's in the Hall of Fame twice.
2011?
2013.
Oh, okay.
He went in 2013, and then he went again in 2019. Harlem Heat. He's a 2-time Hall of Famer. Muhammad says Ted DiBiase Jr. Absolutely not. Didn't do anything. He won the tag team titles. He's the Marty Jannetty of him and Cody. Absolutely not.
And I forgot about Curtis Axel.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Axel. PW101. You remember when the APA had one too many nights of drinking and changes their name to APAA? Acolytes protesting against alcohol. Dude, the AP was such a great team, though. Man.
Man, I love those guys. Remember that one beer fight that they had, like the bar fight back in like Vengeance
Which
03, I
one?
think?
Oh yeah, the APA Invitational.
Yeah.
Vengeance 2003, of course.
Do you think someone created that on like the games? Could you like create matches?
Well, I think it was 2K23 last year's. Vengeance 03 is available, and you can see the bar. Like, it's there in the arena.
Hmm.
You can't fight in it, but it's there. But yeah, I'm sure someone, PW101 says, I'm keeping all 6. I agree. I would keep all 6, but unfortunately, homie says I gotta delete 3. I don't like it,
Delete.
but I would keep all 3. Vicky Guerrero? I don't know if she goes in the hall. She could. She could, and if she does, I think Edge inducts her.
Not even Chavo?
Maybe Chavo, but I feel because she has so much history with Edge. They were married, technically.
I remember watching that as a kid, man. I was so grossed out. I thought it was mad disrespectful as a kid, dude.
No.
Her and her Karen haircut. Excuse me.
PW101 says, one of my boys I wrestle with on the Indies did a bar fight on Raw with Sheamus and Cesaro. We were so hyped that night.
Hey, I would be too.
I think I might know what segment that was. They were in the bar, and it was like they both had like a pint in hand or whatever. I think I might know. Like, I've seen it.
Was it when they were stable? Or was it we don't just set the bar, we ride the bar?
It was when they were like, yeah, when they
The
were
bar, right?
when they were first starting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be.
Wow.
That's cool. Muhammad says David Benoit Jr. No.
Who?
Wait, David Benoit Jr. Oh, you just mean David Benoit. David Benoit has no connection to wrestling. I mean, yeah, his dad is Chris, but he has. Who would he induct? Nobody. He has no connection.
What about Sheamus? Who inducted him?
Who would induct Sheamus? That's a good one. Triple H. One of his
I
first.
remember.
One of his first feuds, and like they're close behind the
We saw the
scenes.
match.
Kevin says heel Randy had me thinking he legitimately killed people with that punt kick. It was great. Remember when he punted Vince?
I remember watching that live.
That was great.
I missed that Orton run, dude.
PW101 says he was the big fat one with the big red beard. I gotta rewatch it. It's been a minute. Kevin says LMAO when Snitsky punt kicked a baby.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Dude.
That's crazy what some of them did.
No, so here's the funny part. I was in high school. Like, funny. I don't know if I can speak loud enough. Here's a funny story, guys.
I can put my computer on and just see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Yeah, you're good.
All right. No, so when I was in high school, we had a substitute teacher, and me and my friend, we were like on our phones, and we were just recommending like wrestling matches. Somewhere along the line, we got through that segment, and we were watching it, and the sub saw us, and she was like in utter disgust of what we were watching, to the point where she literally had to write a note and call the front desk and try to get us escorted out because it was bad.
That's wild.
I know.
PW1 says the party manimal Zane Riley. That's his name. We gotta look it up. I'll try to look up that segment.
Remember Alex Riley?
I do. Kevin says y'all watch that live. That's crazy, dude. I've been watching wrestling live since 2000.
I still remember the Randy Orton and Undertaker feud back in 05. I still remember the mind games as a kid.
Classic.
That's what made me like got into Undertaker and like afraid of him. I literally had nightmares as a kid. I had a hard time sleeping, man.
Dude, Dion got another one. Keep 3, delete 3. Ready?
Okay.
Hardys, Rated RKO, The New Day, The Usos, Team Angle, or Paul London and Brian Kendrick. I think this one's easy.
Okay, because
This is deleting the tag team. I'm not saying like
I
okay,
know.
like for example, Rated RKO.
they're better off as singles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping the Hardys. I'm keeping the Usos. And I'm keeping the New Day.
Really?
Who are you?
Well, I'm keeping the Hardys.
Yeah.
The New Day. And Paul and Brian Kendrick.
Really?
Don't get me wrong, I like the I like Team
Usos.
Angle.
Yeah.
RKO.
No, they're all great, but it's like you have to keep 3.
But Paul and Brian Kendrick, that's what made me love tag teams growing up. I have one of their belts actually, the tag team belts. I actually have one of them.
That's right. That's right. PW1 says, "Hey, that wasn't his fault. It technically wasn't. Technically."
It wasn't.
Muhammad says Muhammad Hassan. No, not in the Hall of Fame. Didn't do enough.
It sucks, man.
What could have been?
I know, like, dude.
Dude, there's something in my eye.
Should I blow it?
Delete. Kevin says, I had hard times falling asleep because of the Boogeyman. Had me thinking he would appear in my dreams. There was also a movie titled Boogeyman 2, and I was so scared. I was like 5.
Dude,
I think
segment with him and Jillian Hall.
Yeah, the Jillian Hall Boogeyman when he ate the growth off of Jillian Hall was
Dude, that
iconic.
Was disgusting, man.
He mentions the movie The Boogeyman. That movie came out the same year.
Yeah.
So I'm very positively confident that that Boogeyman character, the name at least, was because the movie came out. It coincided. It had to. It's the same reason why Paul Burchill became a pirate in 06, the same year Pirates of the Caribbean 2 came out. They do it because of the movies, man.
I miss Paul Bertram. Just
But-
for Paul.
But I do agree, the Boogeyman was terrifying. There was a moment in ECW where he changed his makeup. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
He changed his makeup in ECW.
That was so terrible.
That was haunting. Absolutely haunting. I want to see if I can pull it up here on the...
Jesus, man. That was like... It's crazy because I hear he's a nice guy, actually.
He seems like a good dude.
I mean, yeah, he looks like he works at an office job, you know?
Oh.
Him just saying, like, oh, it's time to
Here,
go
I want to know if I can change the... If I can flip the camera. I can. That Boogeyman? Oh my god. Oh my god, he's terrifying. From that version. MVP into the Hall of Fame? I don't think so. I don't think he did enough.
I'm a viscera.
We just can't put everybody in the Hall of Fame, dude. Everybody can't go in. Because if everybody goes in, it doesn't mean as much.
Listen.
No.
Hey, man. If Drew Carey could be in the Hall of Fame, anybody could be in the Hall of Fame. I really wish they could put matches in the Hall of Fame like a UFC.
Oh, yeah. PW101 brings up a good point here. The Boogeyman was actually eliminated from Tough Enough because he lied about his age. When all he had to do was be honest. That's true.
What?
He said he was younger than what he was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He still got signed. I mean, it still worked out for him.
Yeah. Remember Maven?
Yeah. I recently watched one of his latest videos. It was like about hookup culture and wrestling. Maven has some crazy videos, dude. But I mean, give him credit. I mean, boy's getting over. I give him credit.
Okay, remind me, how many years was he with the company?
Maybe like 3. Like 3 full years, maybe. He started in 01 because of Tough Enough.
Oh, yeah.
But he officially started in 02. And I think he got released in like 05. I think. So, yeah, about 3.5 years, maybe.
Do you mean something like wrestling back then was just so crazy? Like,
Oh, yeah, dude. 100%.
Jesus.
Dude, Dion got another one. Taker, Austin, Shawn, Rock, Cena, Hunter.
Don't do this to me,
Why are
man.
you screaming? I'm keeping Taker. I'm keeping Austin. I'm keeping Shawn.
I'm gonna have to agree.
This stuff. What are your thoughts about Kevin Nash? What's the difference between Diesel and Kevin Nash? Diesel is very much the character. You know, he's the character made by Vince. Kevin Nash, I think, is wait. PW1 says, what's the difference? About a $3 to $5 million contract. Facts.
Oh, God.
Because Kevin Nash got paid butt money. Butt ton of money, huh?
I'm pretty sure he called himself Big Sexy, to be honest.
Yeah, he probably had creative control over his gimmick too. Kevin Nash is very much who he is, who he tries to be, the cool, you know, Kevin Nash, Big Sexy in WCW. Diesel's the character, you know.
Just talking about it makes my quad hurts.
Imagine.
No, man, don't you remember that segment where it was like CM Punk and Kevin Nash came in to like crash his like Punk's segment in the ring, and he was talking about his quads? Punk had no chill.
His knees,
Yeah.
because he would say like he would make fun of him that the clicks were the sound of his knees,
Mm-hmm.
or the sounds of the remote control changing channels whenever Kevin Nash showed up.
I love that Punk. He just didn't care.
I remember it was SummerSlam 2011 when Kevin Nash made the appearance attacking Punk,
Yeah.
and that's what cost him the WWE title because Del Rio would cash in.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Do you want to see the text message my sister Shalene sent me?"
Oh yeah.
And it was like, "WTF? Kevin Nash thought he was dead. LOL." That was a great part, man. Kevin says, "Have you heard of Invincible? He's been getting super over on his own with his TikToks and reels. Recently had a match with Zack Ryder. I haven't. I'm not really familiar with the work of Invincible. I'm on the wrong side of TikTok apparently. Gotta check that out.
I've seen Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan.
The classic.
Oh yeah.
I still remember when that fool was a wizard. LOL, you're a wizard, Kevin. Yeah, he was Oz. Kevin Nash, his character was Oz in WCW.
What?
Yeah, and then he became Vinny Vega. Vinny Vegas, I think. Vinny Vegas in a.
Wasn't he Super Shredder?
He was Super Shredder in one of the Ninja Turtle movies. Yeah. But his work in WCW as Vinny Vegas is what got the attention of Shawn Michaels, and Shawn convinced Vince to sign him as his heater. And I mean, the rest was history. Good call there by PW 101. That's crazy.
Fake Diesel.
Fake Diesel was a dumb idea.
Well, what was done with that? Or fake Undertaker?
A Diesel? Because at least Fake Taker was a part of a story.
Okay, now what about
Fake Diesel was just trying to like convince people that it was a different guy.
Wasn't it Fake Razor?
They had both.
Okay, what about the Ultimate Warrior theory?
The Fake Warrior theory.
Yeah. We should talk about that for like one of the Thursday things.
I put it up as a poll and people didn't vote for it.
Oh.
But I mean, like I
Well,
said,
again,
just because it doesn't win doesn't mean, you know, we're gonna talk about it. Eventually, we will.
Cause I want to know your take on that.
The Warrior stuff.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Renegade.
The Renegade.
Yeah.
WCW. PW 101 says that shows my age because I was watching that live. That's funny. That's crazy. I was, you know what? You don't have to say it.
Well, mind you, I was more of a WWE than WCW guy.
No, but the Vinny Vegas and Oz stuff was like early '90s.
Oh, okay.
I didn't start watching wrestling till 2000. And keep in mind, I was born in '98. You were born in '01. So it's like
Yeah, the thing was, you were born at the beginning of the Attitude, and I was born at the end.
at the end. Oh, this one's interesting. Dion has another one. Keep 3, delete 3. Steven Regal. Oh, I'm sorry. Steven Richards, William Regal. Same thing. Bob Holly, Tommy Dreamer, Ken Shamrock, or Matt Hardy.
I'm going with Regal, Holly, and Hardy.
I'm going to go Regal, Dreamer, and Hardy. Just because of his ECW influence.
You know, I haven't really focused on his ECW work because I was so focused on RVD, Ray, Eddie.
Yeah.
You know.
Tommy Dreamer is very much like the heart of ECW.
No, I know.
You know, he was the
Taz is another one.
the innovator of violence. His great storyline with Raven.
Oh yeah, Raven was a good one. Too.
Ironically enough, Tommy Dreamer never held the ECW championship until he got to what's it called? The WWE one.
Yeah.
Or no, actually I think he might have no.
Or the Silver one.
He might have no, I don't think he did. I want to wait, let me make sure. I don't think he ever won it until the WWE version. But I want to make sure that's right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't our little cousin had the silver ECW title, one Christian one?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
I just realized I have my PS5 on.
I can confirm Tommy Dreamer only held the championship in WWE.
It's a shame.
Oh wait, no, it says 2-time. He held it in the original one. When? When did he hold it? 2000. He held it for less than a day. My mistake. So he did win an ACW.
It's like Rey Mysterio when he won the WWE title.
Yeah.
It's sex. I still remember that.
Kevin says, super excited for the future talent WWE will have. Yeah, it sucks that our favorite wrestlers like Punk, Cena, and Orton will retire, but this upcoming roster will be epic. Dude, the level of depth in the roster is ridiculous. Top to bottom. I mean, in terms of the women's roster, the mid card, main event card, dude, there's a lot. A lot. A lot
You
of great
know,
talent.
I actually know someone who watches WWE, but he didn't know who CM Punk was. Like when he came back from Survivor Series,
Mm.
he didn't know who he was.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's explained to him. He thinks he's okay.
He's great.
Yeah,
It's my second favorite.
well, he's a Seth guy, so
Oh, that explains.
yeah.
Kevin says, no way Gunther is 37. I thought he was like 26. How come we never see wrestlers like Randy who came into the industry in his early 20s? I think we're going to start seeing that now with the WWE having the Performance Center and doing the WWE ID as well as, you know, introducing athletes outside of pro wrestling. Look at guys like Javon Evans. Look at guys like Oba Femi, who I think is like 25, 26. Like they're relatively young. Braun Breaker is another one. The Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, who's been working on the indies, but she's like 23, super young. I think this next crop of guys and girls are gonna fit that like Randy Orton mold where they're in their early 20s. Because I think there was a time being like with Triple H in NXT, they were signing a lot of indie guys. You know, Prince Devitt, better known as Finn Balor, Kevin Steen, El Generico, like all these guys were established Ring of Honor and indie guys. So they weren't in their early 20s. They already had at least a decade of experience under their belt. But now, with this current crop of talent, it's the WWE ID system, it's the introduction of athletes outside of wrestling. I think that's where we're going to start seeing a lot of people in their 20s. Sheamus was like in his 30s when he broke into the roster. Yeah.
Really?
He was a late bloomer. Look at Diamond Dallas. DDP. Didn't start wrestling till his 30s.
Really?
Yeah, he was a late bloomer. Finn Balor was a fire pickup, I agree.
I miss Demon Balor.
Fergal. AJ Styles coming to WWE was the best debut of the 2010s. It was great.
You have to mess up that camera angle.
Freaking Kevin Dunn.
We're not wrestling.
No, but that debut was great. Aside from the botched camera angle, AJ has been a revelation in WWE. I still think his best work,
Another one.
yeah, his best work might have been in TNA, but the stuff he did in TNA and Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, AJ Styles, when it's all said and done, I think is going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. Like, if someone told me that AJ's their GOAT, I'm not mad.
What how many people like Cornette?
I don't know.
They should do a dark side of Cornette.
What are they going to do with Cornette? The Dairy Queen incident?
I was gonna say him and his relationship with Kevin Dunn and Vince Russo.
The many beefs of Jim Cornette?
Yeah, and his relationship with Sprite.
His infamous relationship with Sprite. Muhammad says RVD in the Hall of Fame. He is in the Hall of Fame. 2021. I forgot who inducted him, but he's in the Hall of Fame. It was like fresh out of the pandemic, dude.
Heyman?
No, I don't think it was Heyman. Was it like Dreamer or I don't know.
Heyman has a lot of guys that are like Hall of Famers, dude. I consider him the greatest manager of all time.
Heyman?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think he is.
That's fine. I think it's between him and Heenan.
Yeah, let's say, don't get me wrong with Bobby.
Those two are great.
Remind me, who was Bobby's like people he managed again?
Bobby Heenan?
Yeah.
He.
'Cause I remember like a few, but I'm trying to remember like others. That makes sense.
Andre the Giant, the Brainbusters, Paul Orndorff, Mr. Perfect, Ric Flair, Rick Rude.
Is it good?
Yeah, like a little bit. Muhammad says Chris Van Vliet in the Hall of Fame. I wish. Probably not. Doubtful.
Like I said, I was playing.
Damn it, bro, Dion.
You know who should be in the Hall of Fame though?
What? Who?
Lil Nate.
Lil Nate, I agree. They need to put more referees. Mike Chioda.
Yeah,
Mike Chioda should go in too.
could definitely should
Keep
go.
3. I'm keeping Brian, Punk, and Edge. I love Bray, but I'm keeping Brian, Punk, and Edge. Sorry. Batista was also a late bloomer. Yeah.
Well, because
Batista's older than Hunter.
He kept getting hurt though.
Yeah. But I saw somewhere that Batista's older than Hunter.
What?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I thought I saw something like that.
But he looked younger.
You think he looks younger?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at 05.
Batista is 56. Let's see. Hunter's 55. Yeah, he is older than Hunter. The Great Khali inducted RVD. I'm weak. They got the same year, I think.
What?
Man, he didn't. He didn't.
Oh.
He's just joking.
Okay, I was say like.
Kevin says, I thought Batista was Hispanic growing up. Turns out bro is Italian. I did think that, like, for the longest, he had some kind of Puerto Rican. I thought so, too.
Who, Batista?
Yeah.
Ruth, I thought he was like from the islands or something.
Yeah. Or Dominican, because, like, the last name Bautista.
That's true. Dave.
The tan did wonders on him.
His belly button tattoo.
Yeah, his little belly button tattoo is hilarious. We love Batista, though.
I'm a big fan.
Batista.
Especially with his acting with Groot. Well, not Groot, Drax.
Drax. No, Batista's great.
I love Drax.
SmackDown Batista was one of our favorites growing up, too. That entrance
Dude.
with the pyro?
Don't even get me started with that.
Dude, he was awesome.
I love that one, bro.
Muhammad.
Oh,
Go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I was just saying, Muhammad says he's half Greek and half Philippine. I can see it. You say one of these days?
Oh, we should like find our like action figures.
That'd be cool.
The belts is another one too.
Yeah, I know we did a little video game haul. Maybe for another stream, I'll do one for my movies. Cause
That's a lot.
Yeah, because
That is a lot.
I'll give you guys a quick little preview, but I would like to go through them all and show you guys, but just real quick. Those are my wrestling movies. Those are some of them.
Holy crap!
And then you guys get to see the back of it here. And then there's more down here. I got quite a few.
Yeah, he does. I'm trying to catch up with video games.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Chief.
Hey, one day. You know, I feel like you're gonna be like, you know, Jim Cornette is with like newspapers and like old like stuff,
Yeah.
like wrestling matches. You know, I feel that's how you are with movies and like physical media. You know,
I've always been a fan of physical media. I like having the hard copies of things.
well, apparently people are trying to bring them back now.
Never should have left. Kevin says you have treasure. I said Trevor. Thank you, Kevin. They are treasure to me. Some of these movies are 20 plus years old. And maybe in a future stream, I'll be able to show you guys in depth each of them. That'd be cool. Kevin says having them digital is not the move. One day servers could delete the cloud. Telling you.
Well, that's why I collect physical games.
That's exactly.
Like the PlayStation Network went down the other day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Dude, it was bad.
I heard that was bad that the network
That was
went down.
bad, man. The last time it was that bad was 2011. It was out for like 20 plus days.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's because
bad.
like someone like hacked in the servers and was hacking people's accounts and their credit card information.
Jesus. Technology.
Technology.
Did you get the 03 in a box set or did you seek out each copy? That's how I had to do it. So, dude, there was a mall. You know where I'm going with this. There was a mall nearby our hometown, and it had closed down in the last decade.
Yeah.
But it had a movie store, and in that movie store, it had a bunch of wrestling DVDs. It was my go-to place to collect my DVDs, and it would sell the 2003 pay-per-view series. but in pairs. So, for example, I had bought the Royal Rumble and No Way Out together. I had bought Backlash and Judgment Day together, and so forth. So it came in pairs.
I don't know if that was threes. So it was
Mm,
like quarters of like the years.
no, it came in pairs. So that's how I was able to start my 2003 collection. It's not finished. I'm missing like maybe 5 of them.
What are you missing?
SummerSlam, Unforgiven, Armageddon. There's a couple.
What was SummerSlam 03? Like, what was? Do you remember the card?
Yeah, SummerSlam '03 was the Elimination Chamber where Goldberg should have won. He fought Triple H, Kevin Nash, Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, and Shawn Michaels.
And I'm assuming Hunter won.
Hunter won, of course. Kane fought Rob Van Dam.
Okay.
There was a great WWE title match between Lesnar and Angle, of course, with those guys. There was a great four-way for the U.S. title that Eddie won.
Wait, Lesnar and Angle.
Yeah.
In 03.
Yeah.
But didn't Lesnar break his neck earlier?
It's Lesnar.
Damn.
Yeah. It was awesome.
And who's Taker feuding with?
Taker, A-Train.
What?
Yeah, they fought on the card. It was, yeah.
Prince Albert. Laura Tensai.
Yeah. Let's see. It's a good show. It happened. It was here in Phoenix, at
Really?
the Sun Stadium.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, who was Ray feuding with someone?
Not on the card.
Damn.
He might have been on the pre-show.
Damn.
He might have been on the pre-show.
I like his opener the year before.
Yeah. Damn it, Dion. Dion says Bailey, Becky, Charlotte, Liv, Tiffany, or Roxanne. I'm keeping Bailey. I'm keeping Becky.
Bailey, Becky, Roxanne.
I think I'm gonna agree with you. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Do you got a PO box? No, but I'm thinking about opening one.
I mean, I could send you fan mail.
I am thinking about getting a PO box. I don't have one, but I am thinking about it.
I'll just slip it under your door. It's all around.
Do you think Goldberg will have one more match? I actually do. I think he will.
No.
I think it's gonna be against Gunther.
No.
I actually think it's gonna happen.
Who asked for this though?
Goldberg. Because Vince promised him one last match.
Was Vince with the company? No.
No, but I think Triple H is gonna give him one more.
That's not what's best for business.
PW1 says, I got an unopened box set and the single copies. Which one you missing? I'm missing... Hold on, let me look at it. No, that was it. I'm just missing SummerSlam, Unforgiven, and Armageddon.
But unopened box is crazy though.
Yeah. Yep. Goldberg is the same... Goldberg is in the same realm as Hogan trash. Damn. I don't know about the same realm. Hogan is on another level.
Don't forget Ryback.
Ryback is a good one.
You saw you treated my boy Ricky Starks?
Dion says Roman too. Oh wait, oh yeah, the Ryback and Ricky Starks segment. That's crazy.
What was it? Chili?
It was chili. When Ryback dumped chili on Ricky.
He eats potato chips for a living, bro. Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Fully back.
PW101. Goldberg can't hold a wet candlestick to Gilbert. Dude, I love Gilbert.
Gilbert, man.
Gilbert was funny.
This is why we should watch like old stuff, man. That'd be really fun. This is a fool. I don't know why. Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery. PW101. Yeah, man, set up that PO box and I got you for real. I know they go to a good home. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's awesome. I actually do appreciate that. I would like to think I take care of my physical media. There's stuff that's like 20 plus years old. But that'd be cool to have a PO box, and then maybe if people, wanted to, I'm not gonna go out of my way and ask people to, but if they wanted to send stuff, you can do like a live stream and like, hey, so like shout out to PW101 or shout out to Dion, Gabs.
Ladiesman 217.
Ladiesman 217. Shout out Transformers 07. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, by all means, you can send stuff to prank him as well. Or to troll him.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you can.
That'd be cool. I think I'm gonna look into it. The PO box, like the one that we
Yeah.
used to have,
Yeah.
because we used to have the PO box. PW 101 loves it. Ladies Man 217. I have that too. Where is it?
A man of culture, I see.
I'm a big movie guy as well. This is the best one.
I love that movie to death.
Transformers is the best one. The first one. He's a big video game guy.
Movie buff.
I'm a movie buff. Big film guy.
It's actually sucks. I got more games on the way.
I bet. He really went there. Yes, he did. That's the best one. Absolutely. PW 101, we the same person. Really, dude, honestly, has the best I was just say has the best taste, but I'm biased. Has a very similar taste to us. Shout out to PW 101.
Everyone's cultured in the chat. Though.
It's a great chat. Honestly.
Yeah,
That's why
everyone.
I'm very fortunate to have this opportunity to have made the channel and allowed the growth of this community. You guys are honestly the best, and I can't thank you guys enough.
I acknowledge you all.
We acknowledge you. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
We'll go on for maybe another 15 minutes here. Muhammad says, this is the last one. Soraya, aka Paige. I could see Paige going. I could see Paige going in.
I feel like AJ would induct her.
Literally.
That's what pretty much jumpstart her career, like in the main roster.
Yeah. Well, Paige was a big thing in NXT and the Women's Revolution. You know, I think Paige. Who can induct her? AJ's a good one. I think AJ. Kevin says, imagine a year from now. Keep going, Jose. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I was thinking about that last night. You know, because when I'm in bed and I'm going to sleep, that's when I have like my deep thoughts. I'm sure a lot of people can resonate with that.
I can't really. I'm sleeping by then.
No, you're not. But I was thinking about like, man, a year ago today, for example, I was still covering like football and I was sitting at 149 subs. And then March 1st, that's when I changed to go to pro wrestling.
I was still on my hiatus.
And to see the growth that we've gone in a year, to go from 149 to I think 2.5K now, it's honestly a blessing, man. And it's crazy. And a year from now, if we keep going at this rate, I'm thinking we hit 5K if we keep going at this rate. But, dude, we'll see. We'll keep growing. As long as you guys continue to show up and show out and give the love and support that you have, surely we're going to keep growing. But it doesn't happen without you guys. So thank you.
I'll tell you what, if we hit 4K, I'll go through a table.
I have thought about that. I'm like, what happens if I go through like 5K? Should I go through a table?
Yeah, put me through a table.
That'd be cool.
And then like we'll put Legos on top too.
Low key. We have a ladder.
I'll go through the table. Okay, let me take the bump.
That's wild. Anyone remember when Kai and Tai tried to choppy?
I was actually talking to my coworkers about that the other day.
Oh my god, bro. The Kai and Tai stuff is hilarious. Indeed. That's great. Awesome shout out there by PW101. Kevin says AJ and Paige are Hall of Fame bops. Nah, but on all seriousness, they did a lot for women's wrestling. They did. I was a big Paige and AJ fan. Still am. I will say Paige, ever since going to AEW as Saraya, there was a fall off.
I was a little bit more biased with AJ because of Punk.
Yeah, we've always liked AJ. AJ is the reason Daniel Bryan had his 3-second match against Sheamus. Remember that? The 18-second match.
Was it 18 seconds?
Yeah, at WrestleMania 28. I remember that. That was crazy.
No, so, it's crazy. Punk was with Lita. That was her.
That is crazy. That's true. So AJ Lee and Punk are married. Of course, you guys know this. And AJ Lee grew up a huge fan of Lita. And Lita dated freaking Punk. Punk, honestly, though, he dated, like, Lita, AJ. There was rumors he was with, like, Eve Torres. Like, Punk was, like...
He was a chick magnet.
My boy was getting around, low-key.
Chick magnet, dude.
Chick magnet Punk. So sorry to get off topic every time. I tried to watch Royal Rumble and NXT Vengeance. It wasn't showing on Peacock and WWE Network. If you are in an international audience outside of North America, it is only on Netflix. The only places that WWE is on Peacock is in North America. I don't know if it's, I think in just the US. I think in just the US it's Peacock. Anything outside of the US is on Netflix. Yeah. PW1 says table spots aren't bad. I have a good table bump. Oh, I love a good table bump. Table bumps are awesome. Low key. We'll see though. AJ had a good theme. I agree. Damn it, Dion. Oh, Dion stays with the good ones. Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, Logan Paul,
I'll
Rey
take that.
Mysterio, Obafemi, Chad Gable. Well, immediately Ray is being kept. I'm keeping Ray
I'm keeping him, Sammy, and Jimmy.
for sure.
Cause Chad, I feel like he's still exploring, not exploring, but he's still like
Who you keeping?
Ray, Sammy, and Jimmy.
Ray. Okay, I'm gonna actually say Ray, Sammy, and Oba. I love
Yeah,
Jimmy, but
oh, he's still going though.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
Keep him
what
because
I'm
he
going
can.
with. I'm going by.
But he can keep going. Oba's gonna be a star.
I'm just going by like history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like what they accomplished. Everyone else, they still have time. Like I can't.
Okay.
I can't wait until Chad he gets pushed.
You're right. You convinced me. I'm going Jimmy, Sammy, Ray. You convinced me. Punk was getting it in. Straight edge. Oh, dude, for real. Punk is my guy. Maria Canales and I could beat CM Punk's record when it comes to dating girls. Okay, Muhammad. Oh yeah, I think he is right. Maria Canales is another one. I think that Punk was with allegedly.
Isn't she married with another wrestler now?
Yeah, she's married to Mike Bennett. They were in WWE for a little bit. He's in AEW now.
Yeah.
PW101 says, oh, VPN, bro. Express VPN, and I get use of the UK Netflix. All the WWE is on there.
Oh yeah, VPN
Yeah.
does help.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, I was gonna use that when I heard TikTok was gonna go down.
Really?
Yeah.
TikTok was not gonna go down. It's all a gimmick.
Well, that no, and also when we were going to Mexico.
Oh,
we
yeah.
can watch the Niners game. I was so close.
Yeah, but thankfully it was a national
Yeah.
game. That's awesome. What do you guys think of this format for the streams? Because this is the first time we're doing the vertical format. I kind of like the instant gratification, the instant response here. Plus, it kind of gives me an opportunity to kind of move around. Like I said, I want to do a stream where I'm showing you guys my wrestling DVD collection. I think that'd be really fun and it'd be cool to show you guys my interests and why I bought each respective DVD. Plus, it'd be cool because I could take this around. Like maybe I go into the backyard, maybe I go into the garage. A little bit of a different feel.
My room.
Your room, maybe.
The attic. The roof. The basement. The car.
Oh my God! Hold on. So, Dion says another one: Zelina Vega, Melina, Jazz, China, Steph, Naomi. I'm gonna keep China, Melina. I think Stephanie. Off of your logic because of the moments. Did you see PW101?
Yeah.
Y'all, if the boys hit 5K, Sanford 5 said he'd go through a flaming table with thumbtacks on top. You heard it here first. Yeah. Hopefully, mom's not in the chat.
Hey, if that means okay, I
not
would
flaming.
do that.
Maybe not flaming.
No, if that meant the Niners were gonna win a Super Bowl, I'm in.
Oh, we've talked about this. We've talked about hypotheticals. So we're San Francisco 49er fans.
I'm wearing a hat right now.
And he is wearing a hat. And we said, if me or him going through a table off of the roof through thumbtacks gets us a Super Bowl win, I'm doing it.
Well, I said the spot. I forgot if it was 2OC1 or 2 when they went through the multiple tables. Like it was like the 4. It was like
Oh
2 by
yeah,
2.
yeah,
I saw it go through.
100%. If that meant that we're getting a Super Bowl win, I'm going through the tables. Absolutely. What should we do? We recently hit 2,000 subs in November. Ironically enough, here's listen to this.
Concerto.
Listen to this. Ironically enough, when we hit 1,000K, it was June 24th. That's the day Benoit.
Oh yeah.
When we hit 2K,
Mm-hmm.
November 13th.
Oh man.
That's the day of Eddie.
Yeah.
I wonder when we're gonna hit 3K.
That's creepy.
We're less than 500 away. Less than 500 subs away from hitting 3,000. What I don't know what I'm gonna do for 3,000.
We should run a jumping house, and we should have we should live stream a full on match.
Yo, that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we could actually do that.
I can get someone to be the cameraman.
We Yadlin.
Yeah.
I'll pay her in food.
Yeah.
I miss my boy Randy Orton. Please come back. You're a legend and legend killer. Is Randy Orton a legend yet? Oh, absolutely. Randy's a legend. Randy's one of the greatest of all time.
But I want to have a jumping house though, where like the roof opens. I can throw you off from the roof.
The hell?
Hey, falls can anywhere, man.
Oh my god. Randy is a legend, 100%. When is he coming back? I think soon. I still think it's Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens WrestleMania. I think that's the call.
No.
That was Ruthless Aggression pick right there. Oh, but PW101 is a fan of Randy. Randy Orton's so good in the ring. So good. He's a legend, man.
He's a legend killer.
And he's a legend killer.
Yeah.
I think I might do this from now on. The Monday streams, I'm gonna be on my webcam. Thursdays are gonna be the topic ones, and Sundays might be on the mobile.
Oh, my bad. I was trying to plan out what I can stream for Tuesday.
Do what you gotta do, homie.
No, because I really want to do this game. Because I can't look, so.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good choice. Nothing will beat Survivor Series comeback. My boy showed jacked as heck. Honestly, yeah, Randy's comeback at the Survivor Series, phenomenal shape. Triple H or Cody Rhodes, please call him. And PW101, you misspelled my name wrong. Oh, Jesus. Did he? Mohammed. Oh, he added one extra M. Finger might have slipped. Mark Henry, Umaga, Kevin Owens, Keith Lee, The Big Show, Luke Harper. Rest in peace. Damn. Another hard one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just want to make sure it was 6.
I declare Thumb War.
I'm going to keep... The Big Show, Umaga, and Kevin Owens. Mark Henry was really close, though.
Holler if you hear me.
Holler if you hear me.
Dude, if we do get a jumping house, I'll buy like pool noodles.
How much are they? Not to rent, but to actually buy. How much do you think they
Like
are?
a couple hundred.
You think? Let me look into it.
Well, I would buy like pool noodles, dude, and like other props just so we can use. Let me know if you guys are so down for that. Let us know. That'd be pretty fun. I always wanted to do that. It was because of the Hardy Boys. They had like their own like camera footage when they were younger, and they'd be wrestling the trampoline.
Do you think even like will we get flagged on YouTube for that? Because is that considered?
No, because I know some YouTubers that do that. Becca wrestling.
True.
But we're in a jumping house, so it's more safer.
True. I'm moving my camera so they can see me.
Just put on educational purposes.
I don't want a rental though. I want to buy it. This one you can't really see though. This one's not bad. 115. Why is it so cheap?
Check how small it is with the width.
It looks pretty big. Money back guarantee?
Are you on Walmart?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, don't go to Walmart.
It's 22 feet by 22 feet, 18 feet tall.
Look at the size of that.
Look at the size of that ham hock.
Look at those meat drums. Meat.
Dude, some of these are $2,000.
That's probably like the professional ones.
Oh, it's like castles.
Because you just gotta keep in mind like how how much feet is it off the ground?
True.
You know, 'cause
Okay,
I want to do the
realistically though,
suplex.
okay, no, realistically, let's rent.
I want to do a suplex.
Realistically, let's rent. Because like, what are we gonna do? Is our backyard even big enough?
Yeah, we're just gonna move with the lights.
Hmm.
Trust me, Dan had looked that up.
Did you really?
Yes.
Why'd you look it up?
Because
When are we gonna get a?
I told Dad in the future. He's like, okay, just in case.
Okay, Dion has another one. Oh, this is a hard one. Edge, Eddie, Kurt, Benoit, Jericho, Brock. I'm keeping Eddie 100%. I'm keeping Kurt 100%. And then I think Jericho. Even though Jericho's latest stuff has been, iffy, his greatness is just too much. So I'll go with them. Why was Jeff Hardy more than Matt Hardy in 2009? Because his moveset, dude. Jeff Hardy has always been more well liked. PW 101. All right, fellas. Thanks for the good chat. I got to go to bed. Got to work in a couple hours. Man, PW 101, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for stopping by on a Sunday night or
Yeah.
a Monday morning, depending where you're at. It was awesome. Great conversation. Look forward to seeing you in another chat. Hopefully you have a good one. Hopefully the week treats you well. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. So appreciate that. Why was Jeff Hardy more popular than Matt Hardy? Again, I think it was the move set. Great theme song. It's really just the moves. Jeff Hardy was just a vibe. Whisper in the Wind, Swanton Bomb. But I love Matt too. Matt needs some love. Two are the best of all time.
That's crazy. This is from Blockbuster. Wait. Wait. January, February, March, April. Okay. No, this is from May. May 19th.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, it says 5/19/03. May 19th. Oh no. Please don't come after me, Kane. Oh yeah. Dude, you know how crazy that was for the whole CM Punk and Undertaker feud? Where he literally had the urn? Like, dude, I can't imagine. That's like so much heat, you know? Because that's when Paul Bearer, like, passed away months prior.
No, you're right.
And he literally, like, dropped the urns too. It's like, dude, like, what the heck? Like, I thought, like, as a kid, I thought, okay, he kind of pushed the boundaries right there.
But that's my favorite type of heel work.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, like, that's so disrespectful. Like, okay.
He got the okay.
I know, but, okay, I know it's not the same thing. But do you remember the whole Eddie, the whole feud between Randy and Ray?
Well, Randy was uncomfortable saying that.
Yeah, that I heard he was so uncomfortable with it.
Jose, they say the mid card titles are getting no shine right now, especially the women's. They have no story for them. I'd have to agree.
The women's, to be fair, like they just came out, like they're still new.
I'd have to agree though. The U.S. title isn't it? Not a fan. I love Shinsuke, but I don't like what they're not doing anything with Shinsuke. Braun Breaker's cool. IC title reign. He's probably the best one of the mid card. And then as for the women's, Lyra and Chelsea Green both suffered losses this week, which doesn't really look good for them. Give it time, but I agree with you. As of right now, it's tough. It's tough. Muhammad says Batista also said he is dead to Ray. Yep, 2009. 2009. And if they do have revealed that it was Raquel and Liv on this, was the same ones who took out Jade, that's so obvious that it has to be Naomi. But honestly, I'm tired of the storyline already. They've really stretched it out.
Why don't you be like the whole Triple H camera feed footage, you know?
Maybe, but I think the reveal is looking like it's Raquel and Liv. I think you're onto something. I think it's just too obvious. It's not them. I think it's Bianca. I really do. Naomi was the other one who was pretty obvious. I think it might be Bianca, but I don't think it's Liv and Raquel. If it's not Naomi, it's Bianca. It's one of those two. Naomi or Bianca. Those are my predictions. Because I think the ultimate feud is going to be Jade versus Bianca. That's what we're building towards. If it happens at Mania, we'll see. But Bianca and Jade is the money match. That's what we're going for. So I'm thinking that's something had to happen there for it to be. I'm gonna go and start bringing it to a close, guys. It's already midnight our time. Regardless, I appreciate you guys, of course, always showing up for these live streams. Dion says Jacob versus Solo at Mania. I think so. I think that's the call. I think that's the call. Would have loved to have seen Jacob versus Roman, but we're saving that for another day. And with that being said, again, I want to thank you guys again for showing up for these live streams. Let me know what you guys thought about this new format with the vertical live stream now that's on my phone rather than the PC than the laptop. We'll have another live stream Monday night following Monday Night Raw, discussing the topics there moving forward. And then, of course, on Thursday, the topic again, there wasn't a poll, but the topic on Thursday will be Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. I wanted to talk about that one. I'll have a poll for the next one. But again, thank you guys, of course, for always continuing to show up. I appreciate you guys every single time we do these live streams. You guys are the reason why I continue to come out and have these discussions with you. It would not be possible without any of you guys. So I want to make sure that you guys know how much I appreciate and value you. PW101 brought up a great point with the P.O. box. That might be something we're working on. I'll let you guys know if anything. Dion in the chat says, salute Jose and salute San Fran 5. You want to say anything to the chat before we go?
My bad. You just threw me on the spot.
Sorry.
Hi, guys. I'll probably be live tomorrow. Thank you again for tuning in for the stream. And I thought it was pretty cool showing the game collection. That really actually made me happy. I appreciate you guys.
There you go. All right. Again, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Hopefully it treats you well. We'll see you again Monday night following Monday Night Raw. Of course, with that being said, my name's Jose Ramos Jr. This has been another edition of J Area Live, and we'll see you all in the next one. Everyone be safe, be healthy, and be careful. We'll see you then.